Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? Folks put our stuff on right now, real quick. Hold on. I was trying to race through this thing too, Brody. Here we go. Now I feel better with my life. Here we go. You're listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole, joined with my co-host Ray Jeezy. And you can also check out our check out on our website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. What's going on, Ray?
Dude, I'm still tired. I'm not gonna lie. It was a busy weekend. I
Me
don't
too.
know
I'm
how you
tired
would
as
talk
hell,
about this.
bro.
It was such a busy sports weekend. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining. We had the
What's
No
good, Mike?
Excuses, of course, boxing event that included the weigh-in on Friday. I was at Howard Homecoming. You got the Bowie Sports TV stuff going on. My brother, the urban sports scene, was rocking, but at the same time, it's tiring. My goodness.
Yes. How was homecoming? What did you went to so wait, you covered the game?
Nah, not
I'm
at
about to
all.
say, all right.
I was there on Friday evening for a media.
Yeah.
Some of your biggest media players, including D. Orlando Ledbetter, Jim Trotter, your man Tony Wiley,
Yeah.
Kelsey Nelson, a good friend of the urban sports scene. And of course, the urban sports team was in the building, baby. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
packed on campus. Parts of Georgia Avenue was shut down. And I was not really feeling the the vibe. I was trying to get out of there, bro. Howard Carryout was rocking, all look like Chick-fil-A. I was like, my
Hey,
goodness, chicken and mumbo sauce is that thing, my dude.
what's up, Paul? Man, what's good, bro? Yeah, he said I saw Raw doing some interviews with
Ray, some probably meant Ray
Ray.
too.
Yeah, Ray. So my bad. He saw Ray doing some. Yeah, Ray. Oh, what's up, man? See, they see you out there in the streets. Ray, yeah, Ray was doing it big, bro. Mike Ray was doing it
Oh,
big, man. Shout out to
appreciate you,
Ray, man.
brother. Well, Wole was in the building. It was a great card on Saturday, Rosecroft Raceway. And
It
no
was.
excuse boxing, of course. They're going to fight Jamin Davis come December. And in January, they have another prospect show, as far as I know. So look out
Yeah,
for No Excuse Boxing. Shout out to Lamont Rose Sr. over there doing their thing, Capitol Heights, Maryland.
definitely. Hey, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, tune in, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. If you're watching us on YouTube, hey, hit us with a subscribe. Hit us with that subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button. Also, like this video. Don't forget. Oh, my bad, Ray. You got this, man. I'm reading all your stuff, though. I gotta stop doing that. Go ahead, bro.
Don't forget to hit us up on X at Urban Sports Scene. Also, check us out on Instagram. Just search the Urban Sports Scene and go to Facebook. Check out the Urban Sports Scene Facebook page.
Also, join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates.
And check out our weekly NFL picks, footballgarbagetime.com. I'm not doing so well. Still check out
I think I'm like last.
footballgarbagetime.com.
Am I still last? I don't know.
No, I'm behind you, my brother. I had
Oh,
a
okay.
worse week. So I'm like 9 out of 10, and you're like 8. But still, check out the website. Football Garbage Time does great work, and they compete with the urban sports team every season in the NFL Pick'em Challenge. So we pick our weekly games with them. I picked the Commanders to win last week. I broke that streak. I'm not picking Carolina. It's not happening. So yeah, kind of changed the trend on that. But other than that, yeah, check us out.
Hey, all right. I think Paul said something real quick. For shout out to have been up Howard's.
Oh, I
Okay.
should have been up. Well, yeah, bro. Howard University, the campus is really hard to navigate during
It
homecoming.
is,
I'm
man.
sorry, man. Like it was so slow just getting to campus on Friday evening. And then, like I said, I had boxing on Saturday night, bro. Look, I'm getting my friend. Got to manage those activities, brother.
Yeah, I know. Life is tough, man. Anyway, let's get into our tradition. The pregame. Here's what we have on tap. We'll talk about the Washington Commanders defeating the Carolina Panthers last Sunday. We'll talk about Jayden Daniels getting hurt in that game. Commanders releasing linebacker Jamin Davis and their upcoming game against hometown kid Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. Then finally at approximately 9 p.m., former Cleveland Brown, Detroit Lion, and New England Patriot cornerback and our NFL analyst Leigh Bodden will join us to go around the NFL. All right, Ray, last Sunday in Northwest Stadium, the Washington Commanders dominated the Carolina Panthers on Dale Green Day, 40-7. Your thoughts on the Commanders' performance, my man?
Before we go there, you see that comment from Mike?
What do you say? Hey, shorty, relax. He's not in the intro anymore, bro. So relax. Relax. And we'll get into Jamin. Yo, relax, dog. Hey, shout out to Jamin, man. What's the best for you, my man? We'll go ahead.
Oh, Mike is wild. Hey, thanks
wild
for
boy,
tuning
bro.
in.
He
Of
a
course, to
wild boy,
everybody
man.
that's pulling up. But my thoughts initially, Wole, to be honest, I thought about you, my dude. If you remember during the offseason, when we first heard the announcement that Darrell Green was going to be honored and his number was going to be retired, we talked about what game the Commanders should pick to do that. And you were the first one to say, make it Carolina. A lot of our listeners were like, nah, make it Dallas. You know, we want it to be a rivalry game. You're like, nah, we don't want a chance of losing this game. We want a game that we know we pretty much going to win. So that was the first thing I thought of, like, wow, you know what? He was on to something. But if there was a bigger indication of a culture shift, I would love to see it, because I feel like this was the biggest indication that this is a brand new regime. I know we talk about that often with Peters and Dan Quinn, but still, listen, the fact that you lost your quarterback. I remember when Robert Griffin III got hurt in that Seattle game, and the life of that stadium was gone as soon as he got hurt. In this case, the team kept rolling, and they did what they were supposed to do. Steamroll Carolina, honor Darryl Green the right way. I don't know if you can get any better environment than that this upcoming season, unless you host and win a playoff game.
Yeah, I think it was great. You know what I mean? Just that's how you honor a guy that, to me, is one of the, if you look at the Mount Rushmore of Washington Redskins, Commanders, or whatever, he's on that. And that's how you honor him. You don't want to be in a situation where on his day, this team loses or they get beat bad or whatever. This is how you honor him. You win by 40. Like, I mean, not talking about 40. You win by 33, 40-7. Like, to me, they played inspired. I mean, they played inspired football. The opponent made it easier as well. So I think it was a perfect storm. You know what I mean? Like, but the performance was great. You know what I mean? We talk about, having B-Rob back in that game, and you saw his value for the football team. We talk about the defense. People are going to say, well, it's the Carolina Panthers, but the Carolina Panthers under Andy Dalton have put up points over the last couple of weeks. And they didn't against Washington. So we could talk about it's the Panthers, but they didn't score. Like, the Panthers were scoring on everybody else with Andy Dalton as a quarterback. So you could say the defense is starting to maybe improving, or they're motivated for, say, Darryl Green Day. You know what I mean? So I just thought that all around, like, that in terms of a complete game, that probably was like the best game this team has played as a complete unit.
Two thoughts. One is, I'm an Atlanta fan. Atlanta played the Panthers the week before, did not record one sack. That says something about the Commanders' defense, how it's improving. Number two, we talked about for the last at least 3 years trying to galvanize this fan base, bring back some of the hardcore fans. I think this did that. I just saw a picture right before we went live. A Big G of the Backyard Band posted up with Darryl Green. You probably saw that.
Yeah, I saw
it's
it
been
too.
Circulating. Yeah. It's been circulating. That's a great indication that this fan base, the original fan base and this hardcore fan base, is back. That stadium environment, I'm sure. I haven't talked to anybody who was actually in the building, but you didn't need to be there to see how it was rocking. So I'm just saying, I think that this new regime is finally starting to put their stamp on this area, this fan base, and on this football team, because look at what they're doing on the field. The on-the-field product, all three phases look good Sunday.
They did. You know what I mean? And it showed, like, obviously, when Jayden went down, and late in the first quarter, you're like, oh snap, here we go. Like, oh my God, like that's what came to mind. Like, here we go. Then you get Marcus Mariota, who comes out there and he performs. I mean, he throws for over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, command the offense. And I even came on this. I mean, I came on our other show, our other live show, and I pretty much gave a whole apology. I'm not gonna do this now, but I did a whole apology thing. You know what I mean? Because he played that well, and you got to give credit to Cliff Kingsbury. But yeah, just as a whole, like, you can't sit, like, that's why it's so important with coaching for this unit, right? For this team, excuse me, because you could say under the Rivera regime, like, if the backup came in the game, you don't expect that type of play or that type of organization or that to be that prepared for a game like that. You lost the guy who has Jayden, who's played well, who's been the most dynamic rookie in football and arguably one of the better quarterbacks in football. And then you got your backup, Marcus Mariota, who a lot of folks were full screen apology. I did that already, Paul. I did that last show. But you got a lot of and Mariota played to a high level, you know what I mean? And the whole team played to a high level. You got Emmanuel Forbes who had an interception, man. It was just good for him. Like, they had a lot of good things. They had a lot of feel-good moments in that game against the Panthers.
Turning a corner. That's exactly what it is. And now I think it's equally as important of how you respond afterwards.
I told Mike, man, we lost the Ravens game, so I changed my mind. I changed my thing. It just took me one, man. It just took one, man. Took one, bro. Relax, Josh. Took one.
I guess, you may speak for a lot of fans. I know it's been discussed ad nauseum already about the feeling that you all had when Jayden went down. But if you looked at the body language on the sideline and from the coaching staff, I didn't see that. And that's important. I didn't see that. And even this week, Dan Quinn, he looks just eerily confident that it doesn't matter what happens. We still going to do our thing. That's what I'm getting from a lot of the comments that he's made. But, of course, we won't find out till Friday. And I think that's strategic as well. The Bears defense, we already know what it is.
It's
you know who they got on that side.
Number 2 defense in terms of efficiency,
So I think it's a bit strategic. I don't know if the Commanders are going to show their hand early regardless. And I think it's kind of in their advantage because of who their opponent is. But I don't think they're going to sacrifice, Jayden's health long term to try to play him against the number 1 overall pick just because of the intrigue around that matchup. But I tell you what, if he is going to play that environment from last week against the Panthers, you might see something very similar this week at Northwest Stadium.
Yeah, I think that, that environment is something, and it's momentum, right? That's the thing, is momentum, like in terms of what Jayden has brought to this fan base and what this regime has brought to this fan base in terms of like just the energy. And and you're going on that winning streak. I mean, because it's been easy, right? You played the Ravens and you lost to the Ravens, but fans were still hopeful because they competed with the Ravens, right? So it didn't diminish the momentum that this team has garnered and the support they've garnered from the fans. So it's like, okay, now it's easy to go against Carolina and pretty much lay an egg, go against the Panthers and lay an egg after being in a physical battle with the Ravens. But you hold up and you dominate against the Carolina Panthers, which, to your point, Ray, like it only allows you to, for the next game, to have those fans, the diehard fans, the old school fans, say, you know what, this is legit. Like this team this is a really good team. We had DH come on this show, my man, our man Darian, and he would come out and say, like, he said every time, we got to stop acting like this ain't a good team. It's a legit good team. We actually have a good team. No, now we're not saying, no one's saying Super Bowl or whatever, but they said this is a legit good team. We don't always have to have the woe is me, like, will the other shoe drop? This is a legit good team, and fans should be confident and proud of what this team has produced so far on the field.
And the last thing I'm going to say is we can move on is all of the negative storylines I feel like have now been eliminated. Once Jamin Davis got released, because think about this. There was a lot of chatter about how Dan Quinn was basically a hire that nobody really wanted, but he's the last in the Mohican, so to speak. He was the last good coach out there. They really didn't get the guy they wanted. And now everybody's forgot about that. Doc Walker talked about people criticizing because his hat's backwards. Like, people find the dumbest stuff. But now every negative storyline that you can think of, even the FedEx name change, I think, was a big deal. People kind of clown, Northwest Stadium, but so what? It's moving forward. It doesn't matter. You all have said it. Everybody in the comments, Wole has said winning is going to cure all of this nonsense. Nobody's talking about should we change the name back to Redskins. Every now and again, you get some dumb folks to talk about it, but very rarely. This win right here on Darryl Green Day eliminated every single negative storyline. And then once you release Jamin, it's over. It's moving forward. I know Emmanuel.
I'm talking about Jamin later. I'll talk about Jamin at the end. But go ahead. You go ahead. Sure. But you go ahead.
That was my point. Is now it's all about football. It's all about how far this team can go now. It's nothing else to talk about. There's no other discussion, even with injuries, significant injuries, which has been discussed. Still, we're talking about how far this team can go. We're not preparing for the draft or draft position, and Commander fans should be excited about that because they started out the year talking about Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, up until that Cincinnati game, it was like, I want Travis Hunter. I want Travis.
Yeah, I did. You're right.
Now it's not even a thought as the if you're going to be in the top 10 of this draft. It's like, okay, we're talking about what position in the playoffs you can be in and if you can host a home playoff game. And it's kind of cool that right now, at least until this point, you're the best team in the division.
Yeah, I think that like the way they're playing football is it's been inspiring, man. It's inspiring. It's been something that I didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping a buck. I didn't expect this. Just
nobody called this exactly.
This exactly. Like arguably, like Ray said, you are
Lake.
Like you're really like arguably you're like the best team in the NFC East. You can make that argument.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way we're playing the best football in the NFC East. So I totally agree. My man, Mike. What do you say? At the same time, it's not Washington's fault that the teams that Washington is scheduled to play is easy to beat. Take that up with the league because last season we we would have lost to them. I agree. We would
Yeah.
have lost to them too. And you look at even they beat the Cardinals, and the Cardinals just they beat the Chargers, and then they beat the Niners this season. So I mean that these teams aren't as bad as people make it out to be. Like the Bengals are starting to turn things around. Time to make moves, y'all. Paul always wants to make moves. Paul want to play Madden out there. Paul remind me of old me. Like every player that's on the block, he want to go after. I ain't gonna lie. Paul remind me of old me like a mug, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listen though, bro. I'll be honest with you. Again, I'm not a fan of the Commanders. I'm a fan of the Falcons. And Max Crosby is somebody who I would definitely take a look at. But the Commanders would get him. That'd be a good look. That bring
That'd be a great look. If you get a Max Crosby, it'd be amazing.
So that's the one name I'm looking at, Paul.
I'm only interested to Paul. Like I'm only interested in cornerbacks. Because even like Fowler got like, and even I was clowning Fowler, but Fowler got like 4.5 sacks. So like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it like the only there's one position that's really an issue. Like there's on that defense that's truly an issue is cornerback play. So if you can give me like a J.C. Horn, like I saw that Carolina team quit. I'm gonna keep that a buck. Like that team quit. Like that. Once they got down to a certain level, they quit. I give me J.C. Horn. Like if they trying to do a wholesale, I'll give me J.C. Horn in a second.
Paul with inside information.
Yeah, he got the link. I seen this too. We are linked to Harold Landry. Yeah, DN Titans. I know
corners and an edge rusher. Yeah, Mike. No, 100%.
Give me the corner first. Give me the corner first, bro.
Okay, so guys, if you get the additions that you're talking about right now, what's the team ceiling? Well, they say I'm not saying Super Bowl. Shout out to Jordan Roach. Jordan Roach is saying Super Bowl for the Commanders. He's excited because he's a young fan and has not seen his team win. So you got to think about this. All of us in this chat and on this show, we're older dudes. We remember the glory days. So this is a big deal because it's been a while, but at the same time, think about the younger generation. Jayden Daniels is like he's something that they never seen before around here. NFC Championship. Okay, I'm cool with that now. That's looking like all roads are going to go through Detroit or Green Bay at this point. Although the NFC
Detroit
is wide
for
open.
real. It look like it's like Detroit. Green Bay they be like inconsistent. Like
I'll take Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit is like they be mollywopping folks though. I'm sorry.
Going to Detroit, which is an indoor stadium, I think is the perfect scenario for Jayden Daniels in the playoffs.
Oh, that's happened. Yeah,
I would not see Jayden Daniels in the cold. Although remember Wole, that Michael Vick. That Lambeau Field game, Michael Vick went out there and he balled. So I'm not saying that the cold will be a deterrent for Jayden Daniels. But I like Jayden Daniels in a dome in the playoffs, and your man from Michigan, Hutchinson, not playing. I think that's a good look.
That's true.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say in the wrong way because he got hurt. Nobody wants to see him.
No, I know what you're saying. That not having him is going to hurt them.
Without basically one of their best players, that Paul. It could happen, man. Now we all laughed and joked about, okay, could the Ravens game be a Super Bowl preview? Don't know.
The Ravens good.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Lamar looks like MVP, but Lamar got to get by. He got to get by the Chiefs. So
he got to get by Pat, and things got to get perfect for he got to get by Pat. So I want to hear your thoughts real quick. I know I mentioned, but when Marcus Mariota came in the game, I want to know what y'all think. Like, what was y'all thoughts? Like, what was y'all thought process? I know what I thought. I was like, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Like, I was like, dang, I want to know your thought process when who's a Lou?
Lou was good, bro.
Yeah, I want to know y'all like now for real, not after the fact. When he was coming in the game, what was your thoughts? Like, did you feel like, yeah, man, I got faith in Mariota, or were you like me, like, oh?
If you asking me first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought my initial thought was, okay, they still gonna run the ball effectively. I really believe. But then he like stumbled out of the gate. So I was like, I was like, hold on, he might be a little rusty. So Mariota coming, he can still run the ball.
Mike said it.
Yeah,
I had.
You should have. Listen. Mariota, to be real, I'm not that confident about Mariota. He's not the most accurate dude in the world. You put some pressure on him, you see who he is for real. So
he had one. Who he had? Was it Diami he had open? Like why he missed that throw? He had Diami wide open initially, but yeah,
he made Drake London look like a bust.
Huh?
He made Drake London look like a bust in Atlanta. People were talking about Drake London being bad when that man was open.
He surprised me.
Couldn't connect. He surprised everybody. Look,
Yeah.
that's the Dallas check-in right there. That's the
Mitty, what's
feeling
up,
of the
baby? He
division.
said, I had faith in the play calling and how the O-line been holding up. I mean, the play calling,
Hey, stop. Hey, Dujardin, stop, bro. Because
definitely not
Dujardin be
not
going on
definitely not
everybody.
disrespectful like
Dujardin be
Wole.
going on everybody,
It's
bro.
all good, bro. DJ,
Dujardin is merciless.
bruh. I know you had doubts. Everybody had doubts when that dude came in the game. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can say this crap now. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, folks were not confident when he came in the game. Folks were like, you can hear it in the crowd. Like, don't get it. They weren't like cheering Mariota. They were like, you can hear it in the crowd. Like, don't get it twisted. Folks weren't comfortable initially.
Paul said, run the clock. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just keep running football, play good defense. That's what I thought. I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, we're off on that first drive. Then he settled in time. All right, when he was off, did you feel confident though? Like you were like, oh, this dude's some crap. Like I want people to keep it a buck. Like when he was in the beginning of the game, I was like, this dude looking like trash. In the beginning.
Okay, so if Lake said that, DJ, then you know it's the truth. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all need to start thinking about and suggesting to the franchise who you retire next, because they're gonna play that inspired for Darryl Green. What else would they do for other potential Washington Redskins / Commander Hall of Fame players, bro?
Man, the alumni, I'll give the alumni team, a shout out. Like they're doing a great job with bringing some of these players back in and these players back in the fold. You see Mark Rippon waving the flag like a psycho. Like it was lit. It was lit in terms of the old school players coming back. Champ Bailey was there. Man. Champ was there. Shoot.
John Riggins. Riggins. Yeah, that might be.
Plus he Merrill was hurt prior, and he had to warm up. Yeah, he had to warm up. It took him a while though. Yeah, John Riggins.
This is a new regime, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, Paul. You remember John Riggins? His beef was with Snyder.
Snyder.
I don't know.
Tim Howard. Yeah, he's in charge of it. Yeah, he's in charge of the alumni. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
John Riggins is an intriguing name. I like it though. I like.
You retiring his jersey?
Yeah, like I said, you keep that momentum going. You know, you do it right.
They haven't retired. They retired Art Monk's jersey, right?
Nah.
That's the one you do next. That's the one. Mark Rippon was waving that flag. I know, bro. Deluxe. I know. John Riggins was. Rippon was going crazy with the flag.
Mark Rippon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Art Monk.
He would be the one.
Is a good one. Y'all saw Gary Clark was there too.
Yeah, he was. He's always there chilling somewhere. From what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? So, dang. Yeah, Art Monk, definitely Riggins. Gary Clark would be a good one too. But you can't be retiring like I would retire Gary. I would personally retire Gary Clark's jersey though. I would.
What about Doug? Doug is already in there. Doug is already there.
I don't know if his jersey retired.
He's on the ring of honor.
Yeah, I don't think his jersey. And I don't know. I don't know in terms his historically speaking is awesome, but I don't know in terms of longevity.
D Mini about to make it messy up in here, man. Hey, Cooley, that's not a popular name amongst this group.
I mean, I like Cooley. I don't think
we do.
I like Cooley, but I don't think Cooley should be getting
comments.
Yeah, I don't think Cooley's gonna get his jersey retired though.
Chris Thompson.
Who said Chris Thompson?
There. Oh, okay. He was there.
Oh, he was there? Oh, he was there? Oh, snap.
Okay. I like Chris Thompson.
Dang, yeah. Chris Thompson used to be that dude. He used to be that dude. Oh, no. I see dude. I see it.
I told you.
Nah, Terry got his jersey. 17.
Look at Dujardin, Slim.
Oh, what? Cooley's number was 7? What's Cooley's number? What's 17? What was Cooley's number?
That's Doug, man.
That's 17. Oh, yeah, because Doug, I'm keep tripping. Yes, now I'm tripping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Terry got his number, of course. What am I tripping for, dog? He's deluxe. He's got only 5 numbers retired: 9, 21, 28, 33, 49. 47. That's right. Cooley's 47. Yeah, he's not getting that jersey retired. It's okay. It ain't happening. I like Chris Cooley.
It's not happening. I think you're right. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong. But Monk, Riggins, 1 or 2, either or, don't make a difference.
And I think you get Gary Clark too. I think you retire Gary Clark.
Why?
He was his stats. You see his stats before he left? He was up there with for a while. No, he was all pro consistent. No, look at stats before he left.
I'm a fan of the posse, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
No, he was arguably before. Let me keep it a buck, keep it a bean. Watching for real, he was the best receiver on the team. He
Many
was.
said
He was
Clark
the
for
best
sure.
receiver on. Yeah,
Gary
he was the best
Clark was a
receiver.
beast. Me and you, we kind of
Yeah.
old school when it comes to receivers, though. I'll be honest. We think Sterling
Yeah.
Sharp was the GOAT for real. So
I think
you
Sterling
may not
Sharp
want
was
to talk
like
to me about that.
Yeah, I think Sterling Sharp is one of the best dudes to ever do it for real. But Gary Clark's stat, and he didn't get them as many attempts, but stats was up there with all of them. With all of them at that time.
Paul said none of them Snyder dudes get their number retired. So do you include Chris Samuel in that? Is Chris Samuel in that, Paul? He's a Snyder
he
guy,
was 8
right?
all time before he retired. Yeah, 8 all time receiver before he retired. We said what you said?
All right, good. No, I was asking Paul, is Chris Samuel in that discussion in terms of the Snyder guys?
One. That's a good
because
one. That's a good one.
He was one that stood out on a bad team for many years, bro. You got to consider Chris Samuel, though. I understand what you're saying about Snyder, but still, Chris Samuel might be one that I would give a pass to. For that time
That's a good one. Chris Samuel's a good one, actually. He said yes. Paul said yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I would put Chris Samuel
back
there. I mean, he got drafted with LeVar, not LeVar though.
You say he didn't win?
He said no, didn't win.
Matter?
He said no, didn't win. He was, but it wasn't his fault though. He didn't win.
At all.
I mean, it was his fault though. I mean, he was the best left tackle in football for a while.
That's what I'm saying. See, I'm an Atlanta guy, man. Like I said, we got guys like Keith Burke and Jesse Tucker who are the best players on some bad teams, man. I'm like, shoot, I'm all for them being honest. So
yeah, I think when you're the best, my issue is like not issue, but I think when you're the best in your position, then it doesn't matter. Like he was the best tackle,
like Joe Thomas.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Joe Thomas. They ain't win nothing. Yeah, nope. Joe Thomas. They ain't win nothing. But the best player, yeah, that's a good one.
Man, hey, Paul, chill out, man. Not everybody will be so confident.
So would you? No. To your point. So Paul, would you retire? You wouldn't retire Joe Thomas's number in Cleveland because he didn't win, and he was again the best tackle in football when he was in Cleveland and healthy.
That's funny though, Paul. I ain't gonna lie, you got it though. That's hilarious.
Deluxe Clark was multiple All-Pro, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, caught big catches in big games. In All Madden. He was all Madden. John Madden loved Gary Clark. John Madden loved Gary Clark.
Period. Him and Summerall. They love the Redskins. Period. Back in the
True day. That, but Gary Clark could do no wrong in John Madden's eyes. He was like this. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude today, man. Keith Burkers was so small in height. I met him during the Mike Vick days. He played twice. He played twice his size, bro.
Why does that matter, Dujane? London Fletcher's tiny.
No, I don't take the lesser.
Duke Staley is small. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You know what I mean? If you're a beast, you're a baller, you're a beast. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You're a beast. If you wanted them, you wanted them.
Doug Flutie's shorter than you, Dujane, but he can sling it though, bro.
Height discrimination is real. Yo, height discrimination is real, bro.
Man, I'm not going I'm not going to deviate for the subject, though. Like I said, I'm putting Chris Samuel in there, and I'm not a Commanders fan.
I would put Chris Samuel. I think Chris Samuel's the easy should be in there. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't know, Paul. Paul, you tripping. It's like, Sam Mills and London Fletcher were small. Seeing everybody talking. Look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good to have you back, Deluxe. I ain't seen good to have you back, Deluxe. I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to have you back, Deluxe. I ain't seen
HB Blaze was like 5'7".
Yeah, chill out. Chill out. I don't. You be throwing big subliminals on the low. Hey, let's go back to the game though. I talked about Mariota's performance. How much credit for his performance should he get? How much credit should Mariota get for his performance, or should we give more credit to Cliff Kingsbury?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, Billy Napier in Florida. You know, he was on the hot seat earlier in the season. And he's kind of turned around in Florida, but Cliff Kingsbury is a name that's come up in the college ranks that he could take that job. And I feel like what he did with Marcus Mariota this past Sunday
in Florida,
that just helps his resume. Because think about this. There's not a lot of NFL teams that probably are going to hire Cliff Kingsbury next season unless the Commanders win a Super Bowl.
See, I disagree with you. I disagree with. I think there's a bunch of teams that would hire Cliff Kingsbury.
As head coach?
Yeah. Have you seen some of these coaches about to get fired? Oh, that's
interesting.
Yeah, there's some coaches that need offense.
I've heard his name, of course, but in
Yeah.
college is where his name is really coming up. So there's also rumors that Coach Prime could leave Colorado and go to Florida. That
Yeah, I
would
heard
leave
that too.
Colorado open. That's another Cliff Kingsbury possibility. I don't know per se, but if this man Jayden Daniels can't play on Sunday, and let's just say he misses 1 or 2 weeks, and they continue to ball the way they are with Marcus Mariota, oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Bro,
It's a total wrap.
sorry, I'm just gonna sound petty. I don't care. The dude made Marcus Mariota look like freaking Joe Montana. The dude can get in it, like the dude, like the dude can get. The dude should be able to get NFL job, dog, for that alone.
You know what?
Like he made him.
It would be kind of quick. Like, for example, Raheem Morris, he got a second chance in Atlanta. And
Yeah.
what he was saying is, I learned from my first opportunities as head coach where I failed at. Now I know how to manage a team. I know how to manage, personnel from both the offensive side, defensive side, special teams, like every phase. So I think that Cliff Kingsbury has learned a ton. Cliff Kingsbury got a chip on his shoulder. And I think that you got to give him the credit. Because Marcus Mariota, look at his body of work. But you look at Cliff Kingsbury, how he's helped develop quarterbacks and how successful he's been with various quarterbacks, including the best in the game right now, Mahomes. You got to give most of the credit to him in my eyes for that.
We talking about, like, I'm not saying he don't have JD. He did this with Mariota. He did this with a Mariota. We both trash Mariota, bro. Don't even do so he did this with Mariota. He deserves a lot of credit. Like the Jets coaching situation is in flux. You don't think having him in with the Jets would be better than what they're dealing with? There are coaches out there are on the hot seat for real, bro. Like, you don't think that he can't? He made Mariota look good in the game, bro. I'm sorry. Like, that means a lot to me. Like, he made Mariota look good as a passer. Not even as like a straight duel, as a passer. Mariota did most of his damage throwing the football. I'm gonna keep it a bean. You give him something close enough, he can make it work. Don't be biased, Paul. Be real. If you can make Mariota look good, that means there's something. That's something there. That's something there. I'm sorry. Like, if he had, one game. Look, you're right, one game. But that's one game's enough. That's the best game you see Mariota play in a long time. I'll tell you that much. Like, Paul, do you want me to go into to our little chat? What we was talking about when he came in the game?
I don't know, Wole.
Bro, me and Paul, we was going like, Paul, we both were like, nah, this ain't going to be it. All of a sudden, he lighting it up. So, come on, bro. Come on.
I got two words for you. Jeff Rutledge. Don't forget that. Be careful.
Jeff Rutledge.
Yes, Jeff Rutledge.
He never, again.
Won 5 TD game. Everybody hyped him, and then you never heard from him again.
I'm just telling you, Jeff Rutledge didn't have a past. That was what he was. Mariota's had a past, who he was and who he is in that one game. Bro. Yeah, I'm saying. Like, you should say Jeff, one game, yes. But that was Jeff Rutledge didn't have a past. Mariota's had a pass. Like, we saw Mariota. We saw Mariota last year. Was in Philadelphia as a backup. We saw him in Atlanta. Like, we saw Mariota, bro. We know who he is, man. We know exactly who Mariota is. That's all I'm saying. But the Jets got that big dummy who isn't accountable for anything. I know Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers be wilder. I would want a coach that's dope. See, look, man. Look, Paul, stop making excuses, bro. You give Cliff his flowers because Cliff made that dude work. Like, come on, bro. If you just want to say you want to make sure Cliff stays here, then just say that. But I'm just keeping the buck. Like, he made Mariota look good. I don't think it's possible. I didn't think it was possible to make Mariota look good. I know it sounds real petty, but that's what it was for me. Todd, what Todd say? I think that we are starting to realize now that maybe what they were saying in Arizona about Murray being the problem is proven to be true. Yeah, kind of starting to think that myself.
My man Paul and Taj. I mean, Paul was already optimistic, but Taj is he's transitioning to the optimistic side. You know what I'm saying?
He's on one click to stay. I know you do. I can tell. Just say that. Just say that. I can tell. Just say that.
For the right situation, dude, I could totally see Cliff bolting for the right situation.
Hell yeah, for the right situation, yeah.
It has to be. It all depends on how this draft goes. You got a couple nice quarterbacks at the top of that draft, including our guy Shador. Listen,
it's all about who he believes in.
You get a good situation. I definitely think he.
Yeah, I'm saying if you give him a situation, to your point, Ray, if there's a situation that it's like, okay, I can coach that dude, he would be happy. I mean, he would
Look at
want that
Slowick.
opportunity to be a head coach.
Look at Slowick. He was a hot candidate, man. It didn't take much. Don't take much. Don't take
Yeah,
much at all.
facts. Mariota's performance made me rewatch Netflix Quarterback again. He serves
Oh,
as a
Danny, that's a low
backup
blow for
QB
me.
needed.
He quit on the Falcons,
Need
man.
Jayden Daniels close to
Duck.
100% healthy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different vibe next week after this
Yeah,
Bears
he ain't gonna
game,
stay that
though.
long. I'm cute a buck. He ain't gonna stay that long.
Trying to
He
tell you,
ain't definitely ain't gonna stay that
he's gonna
long.
be the big man on campus.
Yeah, he ain't
He's
definitely
going to
not gonna stay
college.
yeah. I don't think nah, not that long. He ain't gonna stay, he ain't gonna wait. Because I mean Quinn wants to come on now. Dan Quinn's gonna be here for a minute. Hey, Ty say, but the good thing about having a stable franchise with a good coach, with a good coach and talent QB, you will always have top OCs wanting to come here and coach. That's true.
Yeah,
JD is playing.
Wole's right. Wole's right. You look at Mariota's history. You got to give Cliff Kingsbury all the credit in this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, you do. JD is playing. Well, I hope he's playing. I hope he's playing.
I don't know if he's playing or not, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if you mortgage the future on one game, brother.
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing. Yeah, exactly. That too. If he ain't healthy, he ain't healthy. I mean, he sat out practice, so we'll see.
Quinn ain't no spring chicken. You think it's gonna be a succession plan in place?
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
3
All right, man.
years
Let's go.
tops.
Let's go.
I see that, D-Mitty. That's the master. That's the maximum right there. You're gonna keep him around here.
Wait,
Go ahead, brother.
3 years, huh? If that.
Go ahead, brother. You good?
Yeah, if that. You know what I'm saying? If that, for real. All right. Sunday, PG's own Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears travel to Northwest Stadium to take on the Commanders. During the week, Coach, like I mentioned earlier, during the week, Coach Quinn said that Daniels is day to day. He missed practice today. He's going to be extra careful with him. Ray, do you think I'm gonna ask you this question? Do you think he plays Sunday? Do you think JD plays Sunday?
I honestly don't think he plays. I think
really
I think based on how the Commanders were very cautious with him in preseason, I think you'll see that approach. The Commanders are rolling right now. Nobody predicted this. They're in a better position. Whenever you exceed expectations, that means you have a little bit of wiggle room to kind of play around with stuff like this. Now, let's just say you're trying to fight for the division. Maybe you push it and you play him. Kind of like RG3 was out there limping against the Cowboys that last week of the season. But in this game, why risk it? Let him get healthy. You want to have your quarterback at full strength because you've seen who he is. Big game, road game, didn't matter. It doesn't matter the opponent. We know who Jayden Daniels is now. I think Mariota proved himself enough to say, you know what, I can continue to keep the ship upright while Jayden Daniels is on the bench. And then the Bears, as well as the Bears play on defense, if this Commanders defense continues to play the way they're playing, then you're gonna have a chance, and you're at home. I think you get this dude at least 1 week to rest, and you can't mess around with him, man. He's the future. He's the franchise. You can't do it.
Paul, first, I mean, look, man, you can't say he should play. I hope he does play, but it's not I'm glad that Dan Quinn is not going to rush him. There's no need for him to play if he's hurt. If he's a little bit hurt, look, put it this way, he missed practice. He's still a young dude. Young dudes need practice, so he missed practice. It's not like he's a seasoned vet, and he's going against the Chicago Bears defense. That's not an easy defense. So I would want you to be in practice for this. So if he missed practice, there is some. That means it is serious enough. You know what I mean? That he's had some uncomfortable. He's not comfortable. You know what I mean? So it could be the similar. Look, you say it's a similar injury in college. In college, you get hit by the NFL players though. This is different. Like this is a different speed. These different dudes, different sizes. Like so, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, you may want him to. We all hope that we want him to play. We all want him to play if healthy. But he has to be healthy. Like if he missed practice. That says something. I don't care what it is. Now, if he was limited, I would be with you. But he didn't even play. He didn't even practice at all.
Let me tell you this, Paul.
Bears. You're not playing you're playing the Bears. You're not playing the Panthers. You're playing the Bears.
If he were to re-aggravate that injury, then everybody would say, "What in the world are we doing? Putting our quarterback in that position?"
Yeah.
The best bet is to keep him on the sideline just this 1 week. That's where I'm at. I'm just saying, and that's not coming from somebody who's hating. That's coming from looking at the bigger picture.
No, I'm just practical. Like this is the thing. You miss practice. Like when you miss practice, like dude, if you do a fantasy football joint or this, that, and the other, like, huh? What happened?
Hey, Taj, wow. The Bears are Detroit. What does that mean, DJ? I don't know, bro.
No, I said Detroit. I said the defense. The defense is better than Detroit. Like their defense is good. I'm not worried about. Oh, you talking about like Detroit? Yeah. You can, but you don't need to like play. All I'm saying is if he's hurt, why put him out there? That's all I'm saying. Like, why put him out there? Like, do I want to play in terms of like paper, like in terms of being like pay-per-view? Yeah, I want Jayden to play. But if you're looking at it like trying to preserve the future, why force him out there? Again, it's if you got to miss practice as a young dude, then what are we doing here? You can't can't baby Jayden though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all want to play if he's hurt? If he's sore?
He said put some Vicks on his ribs.
I think he is sour. I don't believe he is hurt. You mean sore? Oh, you mean sore.
Sore. Yeah.
But you don't miss. This is the thing. Then you're limited in practice. You don't miss a whole practice. Y'all do not. I mean, do y'all like this is not. He's not vets. Vets get the day off in practice for real. Like you got to still be like when you miss practice, it ain't. Oh, he's good. Like I hope you like that's not a thing. It's not that you're good. If you're limited in practice, then yes. You know what I'm saying? They want to see how you respond on Friday. That's what it is. They want to see how you respond on Friday. Because obviously there's still soreness, a lot of soreness, so they sat him out. It's about how he responds on Friday. If he's still sore on Friday, that's a problem. Like that is a problem. Like the game was when, right? When was the game? Sunday, right? Today's Wednesday, right? And he's still sore, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not like we're talking about Tom Brady. We're talking about a rookie.
So I want to ask the chat, how does that affect Jayden Daniels' game? Do you want to have a quarterback that's 80% that may not necessarily have his full mobility and full range of motion? Because you know how it is, it hurts to laugh when you got bad ribs. So I'm just wondering, wouldn't you want him to be at 100% as opposed to, I know people say, oh man, 80% of Jayden Daniels is better than Mariota.
It is though. It's right though. It is
a huge risk.
Thank you. More time practice on Friday. I totally agree, Deluxe. I agree with that.
Yeah, we will find out. I mean, of course you want to play. This is a big matchup.
Yeah.
So I'm with you all in terms of that. But I just don't think you risk your franchise or even the remainder of this season just for one game where if you lose, is it that big of a setback? No, because of what
you know why people want to play bad. You know why people want him to play bad. You know why.
Yeah, of course they want. Yeah. Like Paul don't like Caleb, so we already know.
Yeah, so exactly that's the only reason why.
Y'all want him to go out there and get at Caleb, and that's crazy. I don't get it.
I just want to be. I want to be his best self. Period. That's it.
For sure.
Yeah, it's like that's all it is. Be his best self. Dog, this season's about this season.
There you go, Dujanay. Yes, sir.
What do you say? Yeah, we say so we can cook. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. Nah, that and I see that and I want to win, bro. There's levels to what I want to win. There's levels to what you want to win.
Listen, man, it's not time for him to finish the story yet. It's not time yet. Okay.
Is you Cody Rhodes
beating Caleb is not finishing the story. He got
that's what I'm saying.
Too many more accomplishments to milestones to hit before we talk about where Jayden Daniels ends up. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, but I'm just saying. If he wins a one-on-one matchup against the number one overall pick, when it was debatable as to who could go first between not just these two, but Drake May was in that discussion as well. So nah, you can miss me with that, bro.
I'm saying, I'm just
my
saying,
man Dujanay.
I lived through dude. Like I saw the Griffin thing, bro. I ain't say this is serious as Griffin, so don't get it twisted. But I'm all about taking care of your franchise quarterback. That's all. I'm about taking care of it. Like I'd rather like if he like I didn't think I'm be real. I didn't think the hit was thorough enough for him to miss the to sit out the whole Panthers game, but he did. Then on Wednesday, so I'm just saying like if you're gonna say that, then you would have said he could have came back in the Panthers game.
Now he is a film junkie. He studies the game hardcore. I could guarantee Jayden Daniels is still the first man in the building. So from that standpoint, from a preparation standpoint, Wole, you know what? I would trust him if they put him out there. I would trust that he's prepared to face this Bears defense. I will say that just based on what everybody has told us from Lake to Donna that this dude he prepares better than anybody on the team, like a veteran. I'm okay with it, but I'm just saying from a physical standpoint, I'm telling you, If he plays and he re-aggravates the injury or it worsens, then we're gonna have a different discussion next week.
I just think that like this is like arguably like if you look at the rankings, this is the best defense he's seen. If you look at the rankings. All right. I mean, why force the issue? If he's hurt, why force the issue? That's all I'm saying. If he's hurt, why force the issue? If he's not hurt, look, my argument, if he's not hurt, then we're good. We're good. But if he's hurt, then what are we doing? Do you want to play? Do you want to play hurt?
I'm not. It has nothing to do with the Falcons. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that.
Hey yo, you biased now, right?
I'm on my Jim Moore game right now. We talking about playoffs already? Playoffs? Like this soon, bro. Like Atlanta's not in a position where they can compete in the playoffs. The Commanders actually are, and I feel like you want your new star quarterback to be 100% that time. We talking about one game. I'm not saying keep him out as long as you can. No, dude. If I really was a Commanders hater, bro, I would most likely to pick the Commanders to freaking win these past 7 weeks. Because I feel like it was the opposite. Every time I picked against them, they won. I'm like, I'm gonna stay with it. I want for like look how much better this show is when they're good.
Yeah, look at it.
When they suck, it's hard to find topics. After a while, it's monotonous. But now we talking about Kingsbury. Can he get a new job? Jayden Daniels, what is his ceiling going to be? You know what I mean? How this defense is improving. Austin Eckler looked like a great pickup. It's so many good storylines, man. Y'all crazy, man. It ain't about Atlanta. To be real, they do play Atlanta.
I wouldn't play JD if his throwing mechanics are compromised or he can't protect himself. There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course, DJ, he's going to want to play. Of course, he's going to want to play.
Of course, he wants to play. RG3 wanted to play.
You got to protect people from themselves.
Yeah,
but you know what?
Exactly.
I hope he plays. I hope he does.
Look, RG3 wanted to play too.
Yeah, you see, Taj already know what it is. Even though I'm light skinned.
Chocolate City, baby. He's part of the city committee.
Absolutely, we bringing it back. Let's do it.
Hey,
we bringing it back.
But let's be real. Jay would want to play the Sunday, of course. We talked about that. Mike said,
but you know what though? He didn't put up a fight Sunday
because they wouldn't let him back in. He's playing Sunday. You think that's what I thought he was pissed because he was hurt? That's a whole different situation.
He was pissed because he was hurt, but
I don't think he was pissed because he was. I thought he was pissed because he was hurt. Because he tried to. If you look at it, Mike, he tried to throw the ball and he felt so much pain. Then he stopped and then he grabbed his helmet and threw it to the ground. That's why he was pissed because he was hurt, not because he couldn't play.
Exactly.
Not because he wanted to. They wouldn't let him back in. He was pissed because he was hurt. Oh man, I appreciate
Cooper
you, man.
Kupp is a good fit for the Ravens.
Cooper Kupp's a good fit for the Ravens.
Of course. I mean,
I don't think he would be. Oh, he's a good fit everywhere. He's a good fit anywhere.
Whew.
He's a good fit everywhere.
That's another weapon right there.
Yeah, he's a good. Yeah, appreciate you. He was on the Ravens joint, like our Ravens recap. He was big. I appreciate you, No Squirrels on there. Appreciate you, man. Tua is his inspiration.
Oh wow. Dang, Mike.
Dang.
Too soon, Mike.
Relax, dog. Relax. No, he was pissed because he. Nah, man, he wasn't. He wasn't, bro. You could see the throw. He did. Look, he tried to throw. He squint. He like held his ribs and then slammed his helmet down after that. I saw it.
He's a team guy, y'all. The man came back out of the tunnel in street clothes with the biggest smile on his face. He's a team dude. He's about the team winning. He's not stressing. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be shocked if he himself would want to take his time. But the competitor in him might say, you know what? I want Caleb. I want to go see Caleb this weekend. Like, let's do this. So if he does that, I'll be excited.
With the Chiefs, they got Hopkins. We'll talk about that on our later on around the NFL. But they got Hopkins. They good. Not Kupp is like that. I don't know where y'all be short. Kupp, when he hoped he like that. I don't know what y'all. He fits everywhere. Cooper Kupp fits everywhere. He's just good. You know what I'm saying? He raised his arm up too. If he was that hurt, there's no way he's smiling. You ever see a boxer when they get smacked in the face and they smile and act like they ain't hurt, but they hurt? It's the same thing. It's like you just don't show weakness. Paul, look like we said on this post game. His mom said he was fine. I mean, his mom could say whatever.
Paul is being too much of a fan, man.
I know he is. I love Paul. That's what I love about Paul.
He's playing. Man. His mom said he playing. He playing. Seriously. Of course, you know that's his mom. She's supposed to say that.
She said, I said that in the post game, Ray. I said the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing. That's what she's supposed to say. Oh man, now I think Cutler would be a great fit with the Lions. Oh yeah, I think he'd fit everywhere, bro. Now, yeah, I think he'd be great. I got my fantasy football team, so hopefully he's a fit wherever he goes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Mike, look how he hugged this boy at the end of the game. Well, he hugged him. What's that mean? He got. What's happening?
Y'all trying to risk this young dude, man. The Bears are mean, bro. Y'all, man.
And what did his dad say? I ain't paying attention. What did his dad say? His dad say something? I ain't paying attention. What does dad say? Or is that a joke? It could be a joke, though. What does dad say?
I don't know.
All right, man. No, real quick. Not real quick. We got time. Ray, I mean, what's the keys to a Commanders victory over the Bears, dude?
Something that the Commanders have done well all season is they play ball control football. They have punted very little. They keep the other team's offense off the field. You got to continue to do that to beat the Chicago Bears. I think running that football effectively. And if it is Mariota, then you of course you want to make sure you get him in position where he can get outside the pocket and he can make simple passes. We talked about this early in the season with Jayden Daniels, wide receiver screens, quick slants, things that are going to get him comfortable because Mariota is not the most accurate guy in the world, and you get pressure in his face, especially a Chicago Bears team, he could panic. But B-Rob has looked great all season. Austin Eckler, the change of pace. You also on the defensive side of the ball. You've seen Caleb when he's pressured. Look at the Houston Texans game. You put that offensive line isn't the greatest. Get some hands in his face, make him uncomfortable. And then last thing is watch that tape from last year. DJ Moore came into, or was that last season?
That was for last season. It was. I was there. Season. I was Thursday Night Football. I was there.
You know what DJ Moore is capable of. So you don't want to let that dude get off. There's your keys right there. Run the football, get Mariota comfortable, and get a hand in Caleb's face so DJ Moore doesn't have part two. That DJ Moore part two.
Yeah, no, his mom is pretty. His mom is beautiful. Yeah, kind of crazy. Everybody loves Jayden Daniels' mom in the streets. Yeah, I think like the key is like every week. And, in all Burgundy and Gold, everything, Glenn would normally say it. So I'll say here, run the football. You got Eckler and B-Rob. Having B-Rob back against the Panthers was a big thing. You saw his energy, his added energy, his added boost, his added physicality. I think you run B-Rob. Most on the flip side on the defense, you got it. You put pressure on Caleb Williams. You see how he responds to pressure, right?
Yeah.
You try to blitz him as much as I think you would blitz him because you saw what the Houston Texans did. They blitzed him a lot and kind of got him rattled. And that O-line isn't good either. Like that O-line is a bad O-line. So you get pressure on them. You keep them bottled in the pocket, and then you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. But if you don't get home on them, that's gonna be a problem. Like you got to get home on him because he's getting comfortable the last couple of weeks. Like if you watch Caleb's gotten comfortable the last couple of weeks, and he's starting to find Roma Dunze. Ray, you mentioned DJ Moore. Starting to get especially Roma Dunze. He's got a real connection with Roma Dunze, the rookie from Washington.
That sucks.
Yeah, and also
that's St. Juice right there.
Keenan Allen being back has helped him out a lot because he's kind of stabilized him as that intermediate dude. So I'll say this much. I know we talk about if you take away Keenan Allen too, I think that would kind of give Washington a leg up because I feel like Keenan Allen is the guy who's kind of settled him down since he's come back from injury because he's like that security valve. Like you saw that how Keenan Allen was with Justin Herbert, right? He's the same thing for Caleb Williams. So you take away Keenan Allen, if you can take him away, I think you'll be fine. And also, another one, make sure you have them one-dimensional, as one-dimensional as possible. Take away DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift, if you could take him away, then I feel like the chances are pretty good for Washington because you could see when they are predominantly throwing the football, they're very beatable. When they have balance, then Chicago gets tough offensively. Let's see.
Ball control football. Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yeah, Shelly said, I'm hoping.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, Shelly said, I'm hoping Jayden's injury isn't that serious. They're going old school philosophy warfare on the Bears. I think he plays. Okay.
St. Juiced on Roma Dunze. What y'all think about that matchup in the chat? I think Forbes on DJ Moore is a good look. But
no, it's not. It wasn't a good look last year.
All right, this is a new season. It's a new season.
No, he better because Moore's too physical. He better on Roma Dunze. I ain't gonna hold you. DJ too physical for him. DJ
I
too
would
physical.
think.
For
See,
him.
I like St. Juice physicality. I think he could bump.
Yeah,
Rome
he
Odunze
should
off
be
the
on
line.
DJ. That's why he should be on DJ. He's more physical. He should be on
Mm.
DJ. It doesn't
He
matter.
said,
He's getting
Bob, look
cooked.
at Paul said, Bob.
It don't matter. He getting cooked. He right. It don't really matter. What are we doing here? Truth be told, Mikey
Yeah.
will probably be on Rome Odunze because they played in college. They played in the championship game, so Mikey will probably be on Rome Odunze. Because Mikey did it. Well, Mikey was.
I like
Mike,
Rome Odunze. I ain't gonna lie.
I know
I
on
like
the low,
whole,
Mikey. On the low, I mean, Mikey had a good game against Washington. So,
yeah,
but I would say this
they
though.
didn't give Penix a whole lot of time back there.
Yeah,
they was in his face,
because he because Penix wasn't that good against Michigan. That's a whole different discussion though.
And with the 8th overall pick of the 2024 NFL draft,
Mikey had
Atlanta Falcons select
Mikey had Romo. Yeah, I will keep it a bean though. Mikey was beat a couple of times, but Whistle couldn't get in the ball. Mikey was beat by Rome a couple of times.
We gonna see.
Please don't let Forbes interception fool you. He's still hater. That man got confidence now. Don't tell him nothing. I'm all man. Forbes about to shut some of y'all down. Shut some of y'all up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I root for Forbes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them. I root for that kid.
All right, I'm getting a picture of this. I'm taking a picture right now, Paul.
What? We take a picture of.
Yeah, Mikey had Rome on lock. All right, we about to find out.
Mikey and Noah will be more involved than Forbes this game. I know they will. Noah will be involved. Forbes, unless Forbes does something, he'll get more time. Unless he does something special, he'll get more time.
Nah, y'all might be right. Now that y'all talk about the Bears weapons, JD might need to play in this game. You don't send Mariota out there with these weapons. They got
what's the name? They got the tight end who's cool, who's like there too. Komet, Cole Komet.
I don't know, dude. It's just one.
I mean, one thing I want the thing about the thing about the Bears, their O-line is trash though. No, their O-line is trash though. Real talk, it's trash.
Gotta get pressure. That O-line.
Like, man, better hope Forbes made. Better hope Forbes make it to Sunday. Oh yeah, because Paul thinks Forbes about to get traded. Says Jamin guy goes. He thinks Forbes is next. Hey, Paul, chill out, dog. Chill out, dog. Deluxe. The secondary is improving as the season goes. All four top corners are improving their play. I mean, I wouldn't say St. Juice is improving his play, but I feel you. I mean, I'm not a St. Juice fan. It is what it is. But maybe, if he's getting better. He didn't get attacked last week, so that's cool. That's cool. They ain't doing nothing against him. He didn't do nothing last week, so I can't be overly negative about St. Juice. Please, what are you talking about? Please, Paul. Oh, Mikey. Man, I like Mikey. But Paul, I would say, I watched that game in Nigeria because I was pressed for that championship game. I'm gonna be real. I watched that. Like Rome Odunze got open a couple of times, but that quarterback, bro, that quarterback was getting smacked so many times he couldn't find Rome Odunze. Are you saying he is losing firm?
Hey, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying that St. Juice, it's St. Juice. That's what I'm saying. He is St. You know what? My man George knows me so well. He's not on here. I'm sure St. Juice is a nice guy.
Hold on. So before Leigh comes on, we got to. Do you want folks to make their predictions now?
Do a prediction now. Go ahead.
Now, is it conditional based on if Jayden plays in that? That's what I want to know. Are you that confident?
Oh, it's conditional when Jayden plays. We lose if Mariota plays, though.
Wow.
Yeah, if Jayden plays, we win. I don't believe in Mariota at all. It's Mariota. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
That's he's a nice guy. So, folks, who y'all got winning? If Mariota plays, who do you have winning? If Jayden plays, who do you have winning? That's what I want to hear. So, I want the Jayden. So, Jayden plays 34. Paul says 34-17 if Jayden plays. Fair. That's good. Paul got. That's fair. So, 30. If Jayden plays, it's 34-17. Cool. All right. Oh, I already said it. I just told you if Jayden plays, Washington wins 31-20. 27. If Jayden doesn't play, Washington loses 27-24.
Okay. I ain't making
Fair.
no prediction, man. I'm not going to get a
Commanders 24-17. That Bears offensive line it's trash though. It is. So you say either way though, DJ. Either way, that's what you got. You got either if Jayden plays or whatever. That's what you got. All right, I'll go with that. So you believe in Marcus Mariota. I want you to remember that you believe in Marcus Mariota. So when you see my tweets and stuff, Jayden plays. Dang, y'all really going okay. All right. Mike got it 35-24. I will say this. Y'all do know this is the best collaboration. I will say this. Y'all do know, real talk. This is the best collaborative offense defense that this team has played, like offense and defense combined.
Better than the Ravens.
No. That other than the Ravens. Sorry. The Ravens defense isn't that good, but the Ravens defense ain't better than this defense though.
Not the same this season.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. This defense is better than the Ravens defense.
Okay.
Mariota 20. Oh, see, that's fair. I like that. That's fair. All right. So should we go to the next segment now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, just water.
Hey, Marcus Mariota, 2013 Bears. That's a big drop off. 34 points to 13.
I know, because Mariota is not the one for me.
Mariota.
All right, so Paul, we got our prediction, so that's cool. Ray, you said you ain't doing a prediction, right? I gave my prediction.
I'm done talking about the Commanders right now, at least from this vantage point. You know what I'm saying? I got accused of being biased because the Falcons won a playoff spot. You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, bro, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. But anyway, let's just introduce our guest. I'm gonna play some highlight reel. Baby. Play my hot. Let me play this highlight reel before I chill out. I got some time to chill out for a hot second. We got a minute to chill out. Hold on. Sorry, switched on. Here we go. I'm messing up. All right, folks. Right now, we got the homie Leigh Bodden, former NFL cornerback for the New England Patriots, Detroit Lions, and also Cleveland Browns, starting cornerback. So let me put that out there. I gotta make sure I put that caveat out there. What's going on, Leigh?
Slow motion, man. Slow motion. But I'm happy I'm here to talk some football with y'all, man. So what's going on with y'all? Thanks for having me again. I appreciate y'all.
So we had this, obviously, talking about the Commanders, the hometown team. For you, bro, like you watch this team, like where would you rank this Commanders team in the NFC right now?
They top 5.
Ooh, okay.
Top 5. I mean, the record says it anyway, but then when you look at the games being played in the NFC, I mean, who you got over them? Detroit, Minnesota. And then after that, they in there. Then the Eagles, even Green Bay. I mean, that NFC North is a division, man. They like the SEC right now, record-wise. But and Washington is playing Chicago coming up. So, but I mean, they top 5. They top 5, and I mean, it's probably in that order, man. They probably 3rd. I mean, you look at it either way.
Ray, you can take my question. You can go ahead because I stole your question, bro.
you did kind of steal my question, bro.
I know. I
But it's all
apologize,
good
bro.
though. So what's your thoughts on the possible matchup of Jayden Daniels versus Caleb Williams? You know, Caleb, he's from the area, but at the same time, JD has been him from the start of this season to now. Caleb coming on strong. What's your thoughts on that?
It's going to be a hell of a matchup. I mean, that's number 1 pick and number 2 pick. And Jayden Daniels has been playing lights out. Obviously, he got hurt, so we don't know what's really going to happen. I don't know. I haven't been up on the injury report. They don't pay me to do all that. And Caleb, he's been progressing. You know what I mean? And like you said, he's from the area. I went to go see him play when he was at Gonzaga. My boy, his brother was running back for them, and he was telling me about Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
So, but he was older, right, than a lot of the seniors. So, but his maturity level was there in high school, and then now in college, and in the pros, like he got to understand, and he has understood that he can't be that Fran Tarkenton type of quarterback just running around and slinging. Man, they ain't gonna fly with these DBs out here, and some of these linebackers chasing them down. So it's just gonna be a great matchup, right? And I can't wait for it. And these are 2 good teams that have, I think they have identical records, I believe.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, so it's huge in the NFC playoff picture.
Yeah, so what you were saying too. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just had a quick follow-up because how bad does this game, the NFL as a whole, need this quarterback rivalry? You know what I'm saying? Like since Manning Brady, you know, we haven't had that rivalry. You got maybe Mahomes versus what's his name in Cincinnati? Dang.
Lamar.
Lamar. He said
Lamar.
Yeah,
that's kind of one-sided. I don't know. We don't have no real rivalry right now. I mean, Burrow. My bad. Burrow versus Mahomes.
Burrow.
Yeah. And you got Josh Allen out there.
Yeah, it speaks to the great quarterback play, right? And just the teams being so competitive. So again, look at 1 and 2 out the draft. They got 4-2 records.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
they do that. I mean, second half of the season, they in the playoffs. And I mean, how often does that happen? Again, last year was CJ Stroud. Now you got 2 of them possibly. So it's just hard to, you know, have the rivalry of Brady and Manning when you got so many great quarterbacks that's out there, right? It's a rivalry every week. I mean, because the first week was Patrick Mahomes, like I said,
and Lamar.
And Lamar, right? Then you got Lamar and Burrow in the same division. That's played twice a year. It's just a ton of quarterbacks that are pretty damn good in the league. And I mean, it just makes for great. I mean, even in the NFC East, I mean, you got Dak, you got Jalen Hurts, you got now Jayden Daniels. Yeah. So it's like, man, who am I forgetting? What other quarterback?
You and Daniel Jones. I'm about to say you like Daniel Jones. You like forget
That's
that dude.
I
know. I'm about to say that. I'm just saying, he doing Daniel Jones dirty though.
Right, he playing like the little Giants. But it is always a chance. It's that one game, you know. One game. You know? But I'm saying somebody gotta be last. You get what I'm saying? Right. Somebody always gotta be last. And he's still a good quarterback, but somebody gotta be last.
Yeah. There's always that one game. That one game.
That one time, man.
That one time. Yo. You're raised up. Oh, you got this one, Ray? You want me to get this one?
Go ahead, you got it, brother.
All right, so far in 7 games, you mentioned Lamar, so I want to talk about Lamar. Somebody I just, I have so much respect for him, man. The Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has thrown for about over 1,800 yards with 15 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. He also has 455 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Bro, right now, would you say Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in football?
Man, I'm gonna give you one word and we can move on. Yeah, that's it. Who debating that? Who debating it?
Bro, some people come out here saying Patrick Mahomes.
Touchdowns last game. Patrick Mahomes, man, he's great. Look at what he's doing this year. If Lamar Jackson was doing that right now.
Yeah.
Even if they were 6-0, man, they would have his head right now.
Yes, true.
They would have his head.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they giving this man a pass.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't saying, right, he great. But you gotta, man, take the good with the bad. But that just shows how great their defense is and their team is.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And Patrick Mahomes gonna make plays when he got to, but he don't have to like be the 300-yard guy or
I said that.
you know what I'm saying? He don't have to right now, but he's struggling, and he says it after games, right? He gotta get better, but that's everybody. But yeah, man, Lamar Jackson. What are we talking about? Right? If Patrick Mahomes threw 5 touchdowns last week, everybody telling him he MVP.
Yeah.
Man, first game I said, I tweeted it. He MVP again. That's what's going 3-peat. Not the Kansas City. I don't believe Kansas City going 3-peat.
Yeah.
But the 3-peat is the MVP to me. Or what's going to repeat, excuse me.
Yeah.
Is that MVP trophy handed to that boy.
I agree with you. That's how, like, you know, a lot of people, you know, every time I put it out there on social media, whatever, people, they will refer to Pat Mahomes. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes, this is not I'm saying right now. I'm not talking about
right now. We're talking about right now.
And I'm not talking about December. I'm not talking about January.
Talk about that.
I ain't talking about February. I'm talking about right now. Right now, you said, there ain't nobody playing the quarterback position at a higher level, and he's playing it. And my man Paul said this in the chat on a prior show. He said he playing football. He playing quarterback from the shoulders up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, he's just quote unquote running quarterback. He's doing it in all facets of the game right now. So this is the best quarterback play as a so-called dual threat. Like, he is a dual threat.
It's scary.
I've never seen anything like this. And Ray, we love Vic. We love Vic. I haven't even seen even Vic in Philly. I thought that Vic in Philly was amazing. I don't think I've seen anything like this before.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like in basketball. You know, I love basketball. Yeah. Y'all talk basketball too, but what's his name? Jokic? Yeah,
Jokic, yeah.
Didn't he win 3 MVPs?
Yeah, exactly. Facts.
Okay, same thing with what's your boy name? Lamar.
No, yeah.
Give it to him. 3 of them. So what? Right? So what that he got 3? Man, he deserved it.
Yeah.
They try to give it to someone. They was trying to give it to the Buffalo quarterback early.
Yeah, Josh. They were though. They were.
Right now, you know, this is ESPN talking about Henry. Man, the reason why Henry got 160 yards is because that first half, Lamar diced him up with the pass. Mm-hmm. And then what they do second half, handed to him. They came out the I formation and gave it to
Derrick Henry, right?
Derrick Henry. But I'm just saying, Lamar Jackson opens that up because, like you said, he playing from the head up, man.
Yeah.
And then the running is secondary, and you know what that looked like. So that's what I'm saying. That's scary.
Yeah. And he has receivers now, and look at the numbers his receivers are putting up because of his play. Like Rashad Bateman was deemed a bust, and now he's on pace to go over 1,000 yards receiving wise. Zay Flowers is talented, so I'm not going to talk about Zay Flowers. You got likely a tight end, you know, who's now emerged as one of the better tight ends. You still got Mark Andrews, who to a point right now, like, it used to be his only weapon, the dude he just felt comfortable going to. Now he just spreads the ball, and dude ain't even putting the numbers he's used to putting up. So to your point, like, his growth has been amazing. And I don't think, again, I have not seen anybody with his skill set, play quarterback like this. Like, and I want people to understand his skill set. I'm talking about being able to run the football and throw the football like this at the same time. We've had Cam, who's had MVP seasons, and Cam had a great season, but it wasn't like this. It's early. I mean, at this point in time in the season, you don't know how things could change out, but it wasn't like this. I said Vic in Philly when he had a couple years with Andy Reid and how he just like turned it up as a passer with Deshaun Jackson and Macklin. That was special, but it ain't like this. Like there's levels to it, and anybody who know me knows that it is hard for me to play anybody over that version of Michael Vick, because I'm like, that's like my guy. like that is like my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ray, you want to say something?
I hear you, T.O.
Hey, T.O., I know. Right?
Nah, I didn't want to say anything.
That's my
ain't
quarterback.
nothing to add to that.
How we say, Ray?
Nah. I said it's nothing to add to it. Y'all covered it, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's
Yeah.
not. It's no debating this right now.
Facts.
You cannot debate this. I mean, you can. Excuse me.
You can try.
Go right ahead, but
bro, man, I be seeing it's wild because I just be seeing it, man. I be seeing like folks be like, because Pat Mahomes is undefeated, so that's why they want to throw Pat Mahomes out there, and that's great.
The team is undefeated.
There you go, Lee. The team is undefeated.
Look at his stats. He
Yes.
is 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, something like that. I don't know. Y'all tell me, y'all more.
Bro, I don't even know. I know he does a lot of picks.
A lot of picks and not a lot of touchdowns, right? A lot of picks, not a lot of touchdowns. And yes, they 6-0, but that goes to show how good of a team they are.
Mm-hmm.
And in the moments that it's needed to win games, right? They know how to do it because they champions.
You know you're right. 6 touchdowns. I ain't know it, bro.
Anyway.
I'm sorry to cut you off. You're right. I ain't know you're right. 6 touchdowns and 8 picks. Damn,
come on,
this ain't good at all.
If Dak Prescott was doing that right now,
they be frying him.
What?
Yo.
What? And talk about the money and talk about his money.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, Deluxe. Randall Cunningham was
yeah,
a modern day offense. That's my guy. Randall's my guy too.
There's been some injuries, of course, in Kansas City. But when you think about the word or the term most valuable, you take Lamar off the Ravens, we already know what it is. As opposed to when we talk about team victories with Kansas City, how they have the coach and they have that championship pedigree on both sides of the ball currently. I would agree Lamar is it, man. I even with the injuries to the receivers.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree. So speaking of injury, leave your former team, but Ray, I'm taking questions, dog. You gotta take
Nah, you got it, bro.
All right, Russ, I'll take all questions. All right, so Sunday, all right, your former squad, man.
Yeah,
go ahead, what you say? All right.
No, go ahead, bro.
All right, so Sunday, your former squad, but had a tragic injury in the building. Deshaun Watson ruptures Achilles, and he'll be out for the whole season. First, your thoughts on what happened on Sunday? Because I thought those fans were just iffy. I don't know if you heard like the reaction when he got hurt, but they were kind of iffy. Some people were cheering.
They booed. They were cheering when he got hurt.
Cheering, bro. Some were cheering. So I'll get, and then also my final question to that it would be: do you feel like that's the last game for Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland Browns? Put the shades on for it, bro. Put the shades on for it.
Yeah. Oh man. So hopefully I answer your questions.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I felt bad, and I don't even want to use that word. I was just hurt for him. Because and then I saw him crying. I didn't actually see it happen in the game.
Yeah.
I was out.
Yeah.
But then, you catch highlights. I watch the news, sports news. But then you see him crying, man.
Yeah.
Remember, I was on here a couple weeks ago. You remember what I talked about?
Yeah, talk about him.
Watson?
Yeah.
He the highest paid quarterback. Who was happy for him?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? The media wasn't happy for him. So guess what? Your family watched the media and watched the news. Ain't nobody happy for you, right? Fans ain't happy for you. It seemed like the coaches ain't happy for me. I'm telling you, this season, I tweeted it. Why did they take him out on 4th down? That's your best quarterback's weapon. You taking him out? What is that telling me? You paying me all this money, you take him out on 4th down and put Jameis Winston in, and then we don't get it? What is that telling you as your psyche? So I'm telling you, look at all these things that's happening outside, and then what was happening as far as outside in the courtroom too. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, man, piling on me. Who's happy for me?
Yeah.
Who's showing me that they happy for me? The coach even taking me out. And then I'm getting hurt. Remember your psyche. Remember we talked about it.
We talked about first
time I was on here. Injuries and all that. It plays a role. And so I'm saying now, watching that man, he giving his heart still. He out there practicing hard for that team.
Yeah.
Because of what? They paid him money. He wanted to go out there. But guess what? When surrounding pieces ain't being put around you, like we talked about Lamar.
Yeah.
Right? What are we doing? What are we doing? You get what I'm saying? For our big-time quarterback. What are we building for him? Yeah, right, the running back got hurt, which was
Nick Chubb,
Nick Chubb last year. But look at what the dynamics of things, you know what I mean, that are happening around him. And then now this happened. Imagine what he feel. You know what I'm saying? But people don't put themselves in that situation because they ain't never really been in that situation. And so, that's why they booing, and it's because of the media talking about money. Who was happy for him in the media? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. And then where they getting their information from? Them. They see the TV hating on him. Oh, yeah, you're right. They shouldn't have paid him all that money. What you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody thought he was that good because he was that damn good.
Yeah,
He was.
If y'all didn't let him sit out a year or two for that nonsense that he ain't get convicted of, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all taking away this man's career and then messing up his psyche.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I don't know the second part of the question because
no. So this thing. So because to all your point, to your point, you could see how the and Ray said you got to step up, right?
Yeah, I'm heading out, fellas.
All right, homie.
All right,
all right, boy.
Fam.
So hold on, Lee. I'll change this up real quick, homie. So to your point, obviously, like they've given up. Like they've given up on him. I feel like they've given up on him. So do you feel like this is the last?
How?
No, the organization. Because your point, I feel like they're not fighting. They're not cheering for him. They're not helping him out.
Who is it?
The Browns. The Browns organization is giving him all the support he needs.
Oh, like I said, the support on the field shows to me. Yeah. When you take somebody out, the quarterback out on 4th and short,
I agree with you. Yeah.
What are you telling him? Just tell me what you telling him.
You telling him you ain't good enough to run. You ain't good enough to run 4th and 1.
Again, it's like whatever you want to say, but what it's showing me is he ain't in the game.
Yeah,
right.
I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know you agreeing. I'm saying however you want to slice it, say it, and whatever. He's not in the game.
Yeah,
my best player that I'm paying all this money. If you the owner and I'm watching the game, think about this. What I'm saying. If I'm the owner, I'm watching our game, and then I see it's 4th down and short. And my best guy that I'm paying all this, I wrote the check to this man. He ain't in the game. Why he ain't in the game? And then we don't get it. Whose fault is that? Tell me now.
That's the coach's fault.
Okay, then, and that's it.
So it gets to my
hear about this man making $230 million. This man ain't managing me right.
So that goes to what I'm saying. Like,
and you want me to manage the game, and I ain't in there.
Yeah. So if I'm Deshaun and come out rehab, getting myself situated, do I want to play for them?
But he probably was going through this. Get what I'm saying? With the $230 million. And y'all telling him he need to play better. Man, look at what's surrounding me. Remember I talked about Rocky, who in the corner?
Yeah.
If I go to work every day and everybody looking at me sideways because I'm getting $230 million and the coaches ain't putting me in the right position and they don't know it, right? You allowing what's the name to come in and gunsling?
Yeah.
Who last year? Joe Flacco. You letting him just gunsling, and he throwing 3 interceptions, but he throwing 300 yards, and then we just so happen to somehow win. If Deshaun do that and we lose, it's gonna be on him.
It's gonna be on him, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's just too much buried on this one man, just because of the money now.
Yeah.
But if you not surrounding me with positivity, and then not only surrounding me with it, but then displaying it with me. You taking me out? What the fuck? Just think about it.
Yeah.
If Tom Brady getting taken out, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What? On 4th down?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're not taking me out. Why would you even do that?
Yeah. That's very good.
That doesn't make sense. So that's a coach that don't need to be coaching. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care what nobody's saying.
That's what I want.
Don't need to be coaching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so because Jonathan Allen said this when he played against them, and he said, like, and to your point, what you were talking about, basically what it is like they pretty much beating this man's confidence away. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was he like this in Houston? Hell no, because he has confidence. But then now what that owner do? Shot his confidence down, and then what the media do? Throw all this dirt on his name and then he sat out a year or 2 for what? Nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't convicted of nothing.
Bruh,
what he sit out for then?
I know.
Right? Come on, man.
Bro,
stop it.
I preach this. I used to preach this all the time. I was like,
now he get the biggest contract. He deserve it. He deserve it. But now he's surrounded by what?
Yeah.
What you want him to do? I don't care. I got the biggest contract.
Yeah.
Put some people around me, man. We gonna win or not?
And also, while to your point, not just that, but like, cause just uplift them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying when I started, but that was my point. When he got the biggest contract, who uplifted him? Nobody.
Nobody.
Whoa, why would they give him that guaranteed money?
Yeah.
That was a record type of deal. That's not something that y'all celebrate. Y'all celebrate everybody else's contract.
No.
So go ahead.
It was always talked about. You know what I mean? Oh, he messed up the market. It was always like, oh, he messed up the market. Yeah, that's what they kept saying. Oh, he messed up the market.
He didn't sign the check.
Yeah.
He just received it.
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, you receive it. That's your money. You get paid. When we start checking people's pockets, though, Oh,
I mean, what you mean? They've been putting that on that ticker and just playing the money and all that. Yeah. And it's for everybody to judge. Take money out of it. That's what nobody want to do. Take money out of this. Right? Now let's look at what's going on. Y'all keep throwing money in his off the field stuff. Man, let's talk about football.
Yeah.
And then let's assess it.
Yeah. I hope he gets back, man. Because I mean, Deshaun was a dude. I make no secrets about it. It's like to what the stuff you were talking about. Everybody knows. I always like I don't care for cancel culture shit. I can get me. I'm not gonna talk about what I believe or whatever, but I'm just gonna say like he deserves an opportunity to do his thing.
A better opportunity than what he had.
Yeah. And I felt like, and this is the thing that bothers me, is that people were looking for his downfall, which annoys the hell out of me. Like they were waiting for his downfall, and everything I used to hear from like local talk radio here, people in the national media, like it was nothing. I hope that he plays better. That's why I shout out. That's why I give Jamin Winston so much credit. How he talked about that man, bro. I loved it. Like when that because that got me. That got me, bro. That got me.
Jameis Winston, man. That's what I'm saying.
That got me. Yeah.
They can talk about everybody
the W.
all they want.
Yeah.
Man, what he said in front of them, that take heart. That take, man, he a smart boy. And I love Jameis Winston. He should have been a starting quarterback in this league.
I agree with that too.
How in the world do you have 5,000 yards and you don't come back?
Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. I'm with you. I'm with you. Don't get me started on that.
Spoke up. I want you to speak about that, man.
Yeah. Because you just talk about that. Like, you know, let's get flowers though. For real talk. We talk about, you know, but like what he did, like talked about, that's what I was talking about. Boo. He talked about how those fans cheered that man when he was down crying. They cheered that. Like I thought, and it's wild, 'cause I was watching that game on real time, and I thought I heard it. I thought I heard people cheering, but I couldn't tell, right? But then when he reaffirmed it, I was like, oh yeah, they did cheer when he was down, and that dude was crying, and he was like saying that how nobody supported him. To your point, Lee, like everything you said, Lee, no one supported him, and I think it does. To your point, it takes a strong dude, and a dude who's comfortable in what he says, and don't give two F's about whoever to say, you know what, y'all don't support this man, but I know him. Y'all think y'all know him, but I know him. Like I know him, and he's a good dude. Like I know him, and I know which the impact that y'all folks have on him. Like, nah, Jamin gets all the flowers from me. Y'all can make fun of put memes out there on Jameis all you want, but what he did, when he talked for Deshaun, he gets all the credit from me.
Standing ovation for him for that.
Yeah,
standing ovation, man, because that was beautiful.
It was,
and like you said, and like I talked about, man, I've been to the Browns facility, talked to Deshaun. I told you about the story about the hat, with Deshaun. Yeah. Just the little conversation that I had with him, man, you understood what he was going through. Yeah. Right. And what he faced but you could see it. Why? Because I've been in them doors. Yeah. Behind those doors. Mm-hmm. And for him to handle it the way he handled it, everything. Yeah, to still have your head up like Tupac said. Right? Keep that head up, man. Like I told you, I'm telling you, the first time I was on here, I talked about it. Yeah. We talked about it, and I was talking about how Rocky, you got to have somebody in your corner. And if you're in your corner, you got to be Rocky and your hype man. And you know what I'm saying?
Everything. You got to be everything.
And that weighs on people, man. Even the strong ones. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it's like, I'm telling you, then injuries was happening to him, I'm sure he was like, man, why is this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? And still nobody behind him, but I'm sure, again, he had backups that were behind him.
Yeah.
Like a Jameis, like whoever. You know what I'm saying? And that helps and boosts the confidence and keep him up when people trying to pull him down.
No, I agree. I was just happy. That made me so happy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like when I saw it, I took it. I put it on my stories quick. Like I was like, yo, this is awesome. This is dope. I want everybody to see this. Like this is what it is. This is like when you try to put dirt on a man. And this is but what bothers me though in life. In life though, this is what bothers me in life. Like we talk about, and I'm with you on the belief of forget. Like he wasn't convicted, so I'm on that level. I'm with you. But regardless of whatever one does, right? We always talk about like forgiveness. We act like we're a society of forgiveness, right? We act it, but we act like it. But when it's out there, we don't do it, right? So this man out here, we don't actually do it. We say that we about forgiveness. We say we are about forgiveness. And like you said, Lee, ain't like this dude was convicted about it, but that's another discussion, whatever. But we talk about we out for forgiveness, but we still waiting on the man's downfall. How that work? Like how that work?
Right.
How that work?
Did we forgive or did we not?
Yeah, it don't go, but like you can't choose who you want to forgive just because you want to. Like, oh, I think I like him a little bit more, so I forgive him. Like if that dude's out there trying to do his best, like you said, like he worked his butt off to play for that team. You could tell like it meant something to him. And like football didn't mean anything to him. It meant something to him. Like you could see it on the football field. You could see the frustration. You could see all the emotion on the football field.
Everything.
You
can see it, man. It shows. And I'm saying that's what those games do. They show what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. It's live. It shows what it is. There ain't no hiding it. The mistakes happen. You move on. You know what I mean? But I just believe that. I mean, I just pray that he, continues to stay positive and come back. And again, your question, man, they own money still. Why would you give it up?
Yeah.
But you gotta have a coaching staff that's gonna be for this man.
Yeah.
And his you talking about downfall, his uprise.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
I'm with
what
you.
They need a coaching staff that's gonna help him uprise and not downfall.
Yeah.
Because he's still a quarterback that can be effective in that league. But you just he is what Lamar Jackson damn near was. You know what I'm saying?
He was,
Lamar Jackson damn near on another level too, but MVP type.
Yeah, he was.
Right?
He's compared to Mahomes.
MVP.
He was compared to Mahomes when he was going good.
Right. I mean, he won an MVP, did he not? Or
he didn't, but he was about to. He was in the vote. He was in the vote. Yeah, he was in conversation.
Okay.
But he was up there though. No, it was literally real talk, bro. It was literally folks would be like, it's him and Mahomes. That's how they used to look at him. Just
that's how it was.
Yeah, that's how it was. So yeah, man, I hope he gets everything together. But like, all right, let's go to the trades have been popping in the league so far. Now, you got some things happen. We talked about Devontae Adams, and you said the Jets would be the best fit for him, and he goes out and gets traded to the Jets and plays. He's back with his buddy Aaron Rodgers. You got Amari Cooper going to the Buffalo Bills. Today, you got DeAndre Hopkins. He was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. So for you, which in-season acquisition do you like the most?
Well, it depends on. I mean, because I like each differently.
Yeah, I know, me too. I do too. I can hold you. I ain't like that's what I'm asking. Like, I do too. Though I can hold you.
Right, but if I had to choose one and to speak about it, it would be the last one.
Oh, it would be
with Hopkins and Kansas City. One, because Kansas City, that just gives them another possession receiver, a red zone receiver that can go up and get 50-50 balls. You know what I mean? Because Kansas City, you know what they're going to do, right? As far as sitting guys down, the Kelsey, they keying on that. So now you sometimes need that threat where we could just throw it up. You know, and D-Hop is one of those guys. So it's kind of situational. He's a situational receiver. And they lost
they lost Rice. Was it Rice?
Was it Rice? Yeah,
They
because
lost
Patrick
Rice.
Mahomes don't know how to
Yeah.
tackle.
Yeah, it's Rice. Yeah, I know.
He didn't hurt his own man.
Oh, so that's some wild shit. I ain't gonna
You
hold
threw
you.
the interception. Get out the way.
Right.
Get out
How
the
you
way,
hold your?
Patrick.
How you
can't
tell? How you
tackle.
know your own man's ACL? You the quarter. How the quarterback gonna blow the receiver's
Because
ACL?
he don't know how to tackle.
That's wild, bro.
Just like,
That is
get out the
nasty
way,
work
Pat.
for real.
You threw the interception, Pat. Get out the way.
Get out the freaking way.
Please let somebody else tackle it. You saw it last game where it was last night or whatever the night game was when Lamar Jackson threw the swing pass and it was a backwards pass.
Yeah, the pass.
He tried to tackle. Did he tackle him? No. He just scored.
Yeah.
You don't know how to tackle. Get out the way, man. You gonna get somebody hurt.
That ain't your job, bro. Let's relax.
Right, that ain't your job. Just let them score and then get us back on the next one.
It's already, it's done, bro.
Right.
You already effed up, bro. It's done.
You
Don't worry about
it. Up, man. Don't F it up anymore. Just come back when you get the ball. Go back and score.
Just go back and score. All right.
Right. Even it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was. But I say all that to say Hopkins because of what it brings, and to a 6-0 team. That's
that's true.
You know, solid weapon that you're gonna have to key on. You know, and look for and game plan for, depending on how they use them, obviously.
Not with you. My man somebody had a comment actually, and I like this too. What do you say? I say, generally speaking, too many judge based on what is said to be true without verification of said truth. I agree.
What do you mean? Say again?
He's saying like generally speaking, too many judge based on what is said to be true, what is said to be true.
Oh, correct.
Without verification of said truth.
Absolutely,
totally agree,
man.
Absolutely. I totally agree. People,
I mean,
they let public opinion to dictate everything. That's true.
Right.
That's true. I agree with
DMX said, if you didn't think it was right, you should have checked it yourself.
Yes.
Life is too short to get caught up on some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Woke up 40 years old on some bum shit. Time flew by. You was too fly to see the light.
Yes, I'm saying right? It's right. You know what I mean? So just Deluxe, totally agree with you, homie. Like I totally agree with that.
Check that shit out.
Yeah, for real.
What you hearing, check it out.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, facts.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, just
check the facts.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if you gonna go in and say like
judge, correct.
Judge, you better be factually correct, man.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you an example, and like I don't want to get on a soapbox joint, but I'll give you an example in terms of football players. This is why Reuben Foster's chick said he beat her and all this other stuff, right? So public opinion, that man lost his job and everything. So it find out later on that she was lying.
Come on.
She got arrested and everything.
But what did it do to him?
It already ruined him.
It's over.
It's over.
And that's
what I'm just saying, like,
same thing. Same thing. Deshaun Watson, same thing.
Yeah.
Right? But then they gave him a chance because he's Deshaun Watson. Yeah. So it's like, okay, $230 million now. It's like, why did you give him that money?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about my money?
Yeah.
Why we got to talk? Why are we not celebrating it? You get what I'm saying? So that's the point. But it's like they give you an opinion. They got a commercial on ESPN, man. The father went in. It was a know-it-all. I don't know if you know that commercial. He said, son, what's my opinion on the NFC North? Right? And it's like, you get your opinion from them. And then you go and you hear it again and again and again. And you think it's just true.
Yeah. Man,
you better fact check something before
that's what I'm saying.
Just go spread the news.
Yeah, I agree. I just fact check it. Stop. It is what it is. That's a whole different. It's an annoyance. That's especially stuff like that when it deals with your career. That bothers me. But so you like the Hopkins and you like the Hopkins trade. I like that trade a lot too. I'm not gonna lie because it's the pairing of. I mean, to be real with you, like you're playing with. Like who you're playing with, the quarterback in the Titans, the rookie. You're playing with Willis, and I'm not Levis. You're playing with Levis, and no knock on Levis. Like I'm not knocking Levis, but it's different levels to it, as you know. Like you're playing Mahomes now, like just like when Randy went from Kerry Collins to freaking Tom Brady. Like there's levels to this, right? So I do think I like that because now you have a real. He's a possession receiver. He's not the deep threat. He's a deep threat in a different way. Right. But not the Blazer, right? And plus, you already got that with the young boy from Texas, so you have that anyway. So I do like it. I think it's the perfect fit. You know what I'm saying? So And I think he'll probably play the role of Saint with what's his name? Smith Schuster. Like I think he has that like big body role. So now I think that Hopkins is the better receiver. So now you have a better threat at that position. So I totally agree with you. I think it's a good one. I mean, I'm a little like I love Amari Cooper, and I feel like the loss for Buffalo once they lost Stephon Diggs, like they need to replace that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Amari is like a perfect like fit for what Josh Allen needs right now. So how about you? Say you like all of them, but I want to hear about your thoughts on the Amari to Buffalo trade.
To be honest, I mean, it's damn near was a match made in heaven. Look how he just inserted himself. I think he had like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, touchdown off the rip already. Yeah.
Right, and so off the rip, so they entered him very quickly. Same thing with the Jets, right? The first play was to whom? Devontae Adams.
Yes, right. Got to.
First play, because like you got to get the rhythm. You got to get him into the game. You know what I'm saying? And then let them know that we gonna target this man, right? So you got to insert them however you need to. And obviously Buffalo did a good job, and we'll see how it goes. But to start off like that, it says something. It says a lot. And so now we're going to see same thing with Kansas City, right? They have great coaching, and I'm sure that they know what they want to do with him, right? Same thing again. But the Jets, right? I'm sure they knew what they wanted to do with him, right? But that coaching staff is, I mean,
see, I'm about to say that's where there you go. That's what I'm like. Yeah.
So, I mean, but I still love it because they still targeting him. And obviously they're going to get back the chemistry and all of that that they had. Sometimes, man, it's like a relationship. Okay, we back together. But it's like, okay, I do this new, but I do this new. A little bit, little things, right? Yeah. You got to work out the kinks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be as the old, right? It's now. And how do we fit and mesh now? How do we take what was into right now, right? And make that even better. And it's going to happen. But the Jets, where they at in the hunt of anything? Not much.
I don't know. That's why I feel like the Jets would be like we're the only threats to Buffalo, right? So they had that. And then in the division, it seems like, right? We're probably the only threats to Buffalo in the division.
Yeah, Miami, because of
the Patriots. The Patriots. And then who else is in that division, right? Who else in that division?
Yeah, Miami.
Sorry, yeah, Miami and Tua's about to come back. Sorry, well, eventually when Tua gets back, they'll have some elements of a quarterback. But right now, it would like folks looked at the Jets as the threat to Buffalo, right? And because Buffalo is missing that receiver, right? They're lifting that receiver, and now you got a receiver like you said, Amari just fit in so seamlessly with Josh Allen, so. I just felt I like the fit because you talked about with Hopkins, but other than he's not the big body threat of Hopkins, but he's like the possession receiver, right? Who can occasionally beat you deep. So I'm not gonna act like Amari can't beat you deep.
And he can get you some yak yards.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Amari Cooper he's a complete
receiver.
Same thing with DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is a
little bit bigger,
right? Yeah, in my opinion, but
yeah. But I do think they're looking at Amari, what he brings to the table with them. Still like the Stephon Diggs, right? Stephon Diggs was a good route runner. Obviously younger, so he looked like a little quicker, right? Yes. But in terms of a route runner, Amari's one of the best route runners in football. So you add that with Josh Allen, who's getting better, just like we talk about Lamar, is a quarterback that's getting better, every outing. So I do think that, for me, I do like the Hopkins. I think Hopkins is would be my first because of the quarterback with him. I think that combination, it's like Brady. It's just like the Brady Moss effect to me. I think that you got a guy, and we know that Pat Mahomes ain't scared to throw it up. He'll throw it up to you. He'll give you an opportunity to make a play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's like a red zone. That's like a 20, 30 yard.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You could throw it to him. You get what I'm saying? Because, and as you get closer to the end zone, because it shrinks now. The field shrinks as you get closer. So now you got to kind of, have these pieces. You can't go deep, right? So it's more difficult to pass. But when you got an outside guy you could throw it like I'm saying, you could just throw it up. A back shoulder, he gonna catch them tough ones.
Yeah.
Where the DB gonna have a great position, but just put it somewhere where D Hop can just grab that thing, get his toes in, and boom, touchdown.
No, I just think that I think some of these trades are real good, and I'm gonna go. Let's go to you talked about the Jets trade, but it's a good trade. I think we all. I mean, anytime you get like a top 5 receiver, it's a good trade. Like let's not act whatever. But you're getting. Come on, we're getting Adams. Like you're getting Vontae Adams. You're getting Tay Adams. You're good. Like you're added to the well. But I would ask you this though, because Garrett Wilson, who's this is 3rd year in the league now, I want to say, or maybe 4th. Garrett Wilson, their star receiver before him. Like, do you think this hinders him though? I mean, I feel like he was the guy. Now he's not the guy.
Remember, that's what I was talking about too. Like, who gonna come in? Who gonna leave?
Yeah.
But I feel like the way I heard even Devontae Adams describe it, and then you saw him on the sideline, just talking to him, teaching. You get what I'm saying? I mean, he's learning from one of the best.
True.
So that's a benefit with your targets and all that. If you're thinking about your stats, yes, but if you're thinking about winning, no. You know what I mean? And sometimes young guys, especially when you ain't in the picture of the playoffs, because now that's messing up your money, your production.
There you go.
Because they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're not good enough, or you're not good no more because your production's low." But when you're on a good team, your production can be down, and they still believe that you're a talented receiver just because that team is spreading the ball out. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's a benefit just in the whole, right, for him. And he has to see it as that. I mean, yes, it may limit his targets, but from game to game, you don't know how teams are going to play us.
That's true.
So you're going to get yours. And you got to believe that. You know what I mean? And that's why you always got to stay positive, because it's 17 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And some games, they may want to key on Adams, and then that was your game. You know what I mean? And so even like the thing that popped up in his chest.
Oh yeah, the interception, the one that got picked off.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that stuff is going to happen. But when you're in that predicament with another Adams, right, them plays can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, okay, we're going to go to Adams more.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's going to mess with your psyche because you got the ball. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, I mean, Rodgers is a good quarterback where he's going to go right back to him. Quarterback is like, man, I got you. Don't worry, right, to keep him up.
Yeah. Because
the only reason that veteran leadership, those guys with him, I think it's just going to enhance him as long as he takes it positively and don't think about no stats, no nothing. Let's just learn how to play football.
No, I agree. The only reason why I have questions about it is because it's not like he was like deemed Garrett Wilson. I mean, I'm a Michigan fan. Garrett Wilson's nasty as hell.
Right.
Like he was deemed like the next one, like it. And now, he never had the quarterback. He's putting numbers with bad quarterback play.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And now you got Aaron Rodgers, you got the quarterback. Now, granted, like he's older Aaron Rodgers, but he's still a better quarterback than what he had to deal with. You know what I mean? And now, but you were the number one. Now you're not the number one. Because it's Tay Adams. I mean, like you're not supposed to be the number one. But then it's like when I see how they utilize him in the Monday night game, which I thought he still should get money for real. They had him in the slot a lot because they had Mike Williams on the outside. They had this Lazard, which Aaron Rodgers, I feel like has way too much control. Like to even have Lazard over Mike Williams is kind of funny to me, but that's another conversation. But they had Lazard or Mike Williams interchanging on the outside, and they had Wilson on the inside, which I think is cool. Like Wilson on the inside should get money because he's a quick twitch. He's a quick twitch dude who can do it all. He can run routes. He can go deep. He can get yak yards. He's that type of dude, right? That type of talent. So, but I can see how it messes with your head though, if you're not in the position, like you're not gonna be the guy when everybody pegs you as the guy. You know what I mean? Like if you looked at preseason stuff, folks would be like, "Oh yeah, he about to be a top 5 wide receiver," and now that probably won't happen.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Top 5 meaning in production. You get what I'm saying? And like that's how we gonna look at it, just in production.
Production. Yep, facts.
But man, you can throw for or run for or catch for all these yards. What you know what I'm saying? What does that mean that he better than me?
True. I got you.
Our situation is different. You know what I'm saying? We got this guy, that guy, this guy. If I'm
true.
If I'm the number one guy, meaning that's just it, right? Then I expect to have all those yards, like the Megatron. You get what I'm saying? You expect to do that.
Yeah, true.
But now, again, when you got a ton of receivers, and you got 2, 3, Lazard, all these, like you said, good receivers, it's just whoever's day it is. And that's what it got to be to win. I talked to you, and this was off air. Kansas City, New England. Who was their number ones when they won? Deion Branch.
Deion Branch.
That's why I told you about number ones. It ain't no right. It ain't really.
They're like Marcus Patton. They're like, what's that? Not Patton. The dude Patton 1 year.
Nah, I mean he was there in them championships. Patton, right?
Yeah, Patton, right?
Yeah, and then you got Gronk. Then you got Edelman. Then you got who else? Welker. Right? They didn't even win one with Moss, but they went to the Super Bowl and lost. But my point is, right? Top 5 receiver. I mean, who cares? What's the guy from Dallas? Right? He's a top 5 receiver. They mediocre right now. You know what I'm saying? They paid him that top 5, but it's like you can be good and not have top production.
See, Lamb be complaining. He don't like that. You can tell.
but that's not good. You know
I know it's not good, but you can tell. You can tell they don't like each other.
Think about why they playing bad. If you could tell that by watching, what do you think is?
The locker room gotta be bad, dude.
The locker room gotta be horrible. And so, how are you gonna win like that?
The locker room, you could just see it. Like they arguing every which way now, like on the low. They're not even hiding it. They're not even hiding it.
But see, you can argue and still get things done.
But it's it's different.
It look like they bitching.
They look like for real. It do.
Like bitching.
Yeah, for real. Real talk. It do.
Like you bitching.
Yeah.
Brady done cussed out Billy O. You seen him on the sideline like throwing shit down. but then it's like, all right, let's go. Let's get back.
But like that you can tell that lingers. Their stuff lingers though. You could it's different. Their stuff lingers.
I hate to say that's bitch shit.
No.
That's just what it is. Right? So it's air it out and just air it out. Let's go. And then let's move on.
I do want to ask you a question. Like we're about to close the show out, but I'm going to ask you a question about something. But going back to the Commanders though, because we talked about this earlier. So I do want to get your opinion because my man Jeremy had comments about JD. He said JD. I mean, I hope they don't push JD to play. The Bears game isn't paramount for their season. I see why fans want him to play though. So for you, I'm glad you're on now. This is good because I had this debate with people in the chat and someone who's experienced a practice week, period. Like, so when a player doesn't practice on a Wednesday, right? Is that much about nothing, or is it something you got to be concerned about, especially a rookie quarterback? Because I'm on the side of saying like you should be practiced if it's even if it's limited. Then I'm like, all right, maybe that's okay. But if you don't practice at all, then you got to be concerned, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that he's not going to play them.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying there's concern though, right?
But that's why I answered the question first. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, yes, because when you miss Wednesday, that's like your first practice of preparing for this team.
Got you. Okay.
But how I heard Jayden Daniels prepare, he on the virtual.
So somebody mentioned that. So is that like could that really substitute for like actually practicing?
What? You have VR glasses, don't you?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
Have you seen VR glasses? You in there. It look like you in there.
All right.
So he's just playing the game on that VR. That's like playing Madden, man, but you in the game for real. So to rest him up, to get him his treatment, go to practice for what? Go in the training room and get everything you need we know how you prepare. We know what you can do. Just get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he has a game plan. I'm sure all of that. He's prepared. And then if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay. But so you're saying like because the virtual thing, it may mask that not practicing on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if he does it right now. I think he does it. I mean,
no, he does that virtual thing a lot, bro. Like
right.
I've heard he does the virtual.
So
thing
he's
a lot.
practicing, but he's just not having the shoulder pads on and with the team.
Okay.
Probably, you know what I mean?
So
and I'm just saying him, but still, even if he didn't have that, same thing. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You gonna take mental reps or go watch film, right?
Of course, yeah.
That's on tablets or whatever. You get what I'm saying? While you getting your treatment and getting healthy as you can. Because what I'm gonna be out there in the field for when I need some treatment.
Got you. Okay, then I got your point. Then
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a waste of time.
I could get on the field for just standing out there.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all want me to play, you want me to get better. How I'm going to get better today is doing this. You know what I'm saying? Protecting that.
Okay.
Not watching y'all out there or practicing and limping through something and aggravated again. No.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
That's a good point. See, I should have have talked about this earlier with you. That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually. I didn't think about that.
Because that's what players be wanting. That's what I used to want. But it's like old school. You practicing. It's like, come on, man.
Like you're wasting my time. I could be getting treatment so I can definitely play.
Man, y'all messing me up. You just got me saying. Some coaches would allow, some coaches wouldn't. Now people are getting smarter.
Gotcha.
It's like, why are we doing this?
So it goes. So I see why you say like it's a concern, but doesn't mean that it can easily still be playing. I get your point now.
Still play.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because game time decision. They trust that he's going to prepare exactly how he need to prepare, and then we're going to start throwing when we feel like, or when you feel like, not even we. When you feel like you feel good, Jayden, to go throw. Yeah, I'm gonna go. He going to tell us.
Yeah.
You know
so basically, you're saying
like, out, and then if he good, he good. If not,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So they're gonna put it. So you're saying like they'll put it on him to say like, all right, when you feel good.
To now throw to see how
throw the ball, start throwing.
Do some motions, or you know what I'm saying, hand the ball off. Do your regular things that you're gonna do in the game. How you feel? Okay, you feel good. You don't feel good. Okay, we're gonna rest it again tomorrow, or we're gonna do a little tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? In practice. And then it's just that's how you communicate with the training staff and the coaching staff. But really, it's the training staff and Jayden.
That's a good point.
And then, then the coaches is going to put you through whatever they need to put you through, and then you're gonna see.
I like that. That's an awesome point to be real with you, homie. That's a real good point. Deluxe said, "Are fans too focused on wide receiver one now? In the past, it felt like they were more 1A, 1B conversation, like Roddy and Julio, Marshall and Jeffrey."
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Pick one. Who we had this conversation. That thing about number one is like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I told you what it meant for me. It's the X receiver. That's really what it is. It's like Hopkins. We're just gonna put this guy out here and then stop him. Right? When it become 1-on-1, when y'all just man to man, we're gonna put him on the island. Nobody else over here. No linebacker, no nothing. We're not gonna put a tight end over here. It's just gonna be him. And in that corner, we're gonna throw it. Slant, come back, go, right? The whole route tree, in route. And that's a guy that can win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like you talked about Amari Cooper's, those guys, Devontae Adams, that's what it is. It's like go put him on the island with any corner. He gonna win. Yeah. We gonna bet on this guy. But then you're gonna have corners that, right, is gonna stop it. But then shit, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
They gonna get theirs usually.
Facts. They're definitely gonna get theirs.
I ran into that nigga. Excuse my language. My bad. I ran into him this weekend, but that's a legend.
Can you hear me? Because my screen went crazy. Hold on, bro. I know what is that with my screen? Hold on, Joe. It's looking wild. But
listen, I ain't.
There you go. I'm back now. I'm good now. I don't know what happened, man. I feel like that's folks trying to get me. You know, I'm Nigerian. They always try and get me. Look, so So actually, I'm gonna give a shout out to the homie Jeff Lee said was up. He's on Instagram, our Instagram live.
Jeff who?
Jeff from around the way.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, hey Lee, before I let you go, man, appreciate you being on, man. The floor, you can say whatever you want to. I just appreciate you, homie. Thanks for doing this, homie.
Yeah, nah, man. Appreciate you always, man. I like to give you and whomever, right, some just little nuggets of what the league, you know what I mean? Something behind the scenes, even though I ain't been in the league in so long. But man, the circus is the circus.
Yeah, and
so I know what goes on behind them doors, you know what I mean? Don't much change, and then you just watch the game, and then you could assess it a little differently than somebody that watches it a lot, but still doesn't know.
Bro, like you assess it pretty well, bro. Like you assess it like you're a student of the game. Like you could tell that you play cornerback. Like right. you could tell you play cornerback.
It's a mental game though. At the end of the day. You know what I mean? But people just be like, "Oh, Lee, you play football just because you're athletic." Man, to get to that level, man, it's the mentality. It's that Mamba mentality, man. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is. That Zen-like thing, but then it's like you gotta still be a ferocious lion too, or a snake. You know what I mean?
You gotta be a savage, but you gotta be an intellectual savage.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's a balance. It's a balance.
I mean, you're reading a quarterback's play, or what, like that, or wide receivers' tendencies. There's a lot that goes involved. That's involved with it,
right?
And not just line me up and let me play.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I mean, it is right, but then it's more to it.
Yeah, it's more to it.
And in every position, it takes intellect. Mm-hmm. Every single position, and not only intellect, but then brute. Yeah. So that's why I love the sport so much. But basketball takes intellect.
Oh hell yeah!
Not much brute, but now skill and
skill. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I love those games, man. And I love my sport because of just that sheer brute. Sometimes it's like a man want to get out some anger.
You can't do that in basketball, bro. You can't get out anger in basketball.
You know what I'm saying? You want to attack and you get thrown out.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you want to fight or something. You can't basketball. That's the only anger you can really get out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You go and scream a little bit. And they might tech you up. You screaming football, they loving it.
Yeah, they loving it, bro. They love it.
Right. So I love that sport, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for having me, man, because it just just to share the insight, man.
Yeah, man. And you definitely gave us a lot of jewels and gems today, man. So, man, I appreciate you, homie. You have a blessed one. We'll try to get you, we'll get you back on. You know what time it is. I told you, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Whenever you call, man, I got you.
Man, much love you, man. Love you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right. Man, Lee. Awesome, bro. Leigh Bodden, bro, man. One of the coolest, dopest dudes out there, man. All right. Folks, man, it's been a great show, man. We got a lot, man. Y'all learned a lot from an actual NFL player, man. Leigh Bodden, man. He's schooled us, man. Especially the folks who were questioning. Let me clean this. Let me clean this up. Actually, I'm gonna clean this up. Let me see. There we go. Put me on the ISO. Let's take off the banner. Delay. There we go. It's all me. There we go. We're good now. Yeah, man. Gave us all the insight in terms of how, like Jayden may have to get ready. Jayden Daniels may have to get ready for the game against the Bears. So, him sitting out probably isn't comfortable throwing the football at the moment. But still smart enough to do virtual. He has virtual practice. And maybe by Friday we'll get like we said earlier. By Friday we'll know Jayden, is ready to play. But appreciate Lee for being on, man. That was a dope segment. Folks, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I always appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the comments, man, from my man Paul, my man Jeremy. Who else we got here? I'm gonna give out all flowers. Paul, Jeremy, Deluxe. Who we got here? Mike, DJ, Shelly, Non-Swirl Zone. Taj, man, I appreciate all y'all for chiming in, man. Y'all were amazing. Your comments were great. Your questions were great. Everything was great, man. So appreciate y'all for chiming in. All right, man. Before we end off, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and all other podcast platforms. Just search The Urban Sports Scene. Also follow us on X at Urban Sports Scene, IG at Urban Sports Scene, and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene. And like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. If you're on YouTube right now watching this show, hit that red subscribe button and also like this video. It does wonders for our algorithm. Also, check out the Urban Sports Scene on our website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. Yidig deuces. Your boy Wole is out.